stream is starting up. Welcome back, Meerkat. You did. Today is indeed International El Gaso Day. El Gaso, what is a thing? You know, we asked Jet this the other day when we were celebrating his birthday. You know, we asked Jet, what's like a thing that everybody should do to celebrate International Jet Dive Day? His answer was eat a milk bone, because he is, of course, a dog pilot. But yeah, I'll pose the same question to El Gaso. What's like an El Gaso thing that everybody should do to get in the spirit of International El Gaso Day? Because, you know, whenever it's my birthday, whenever it's International Super Hobbit Day, I always tell people, play some video games, you know, eat like a nice burger, drink a nice Mountain Dew, you know, just good, like, fucking gremlin video game shit. Look at a picture of a butt. Whose butt? It's up. He says, your discretion. Smart man, El Gaso. Smart man. I'm all for it, man. Right. As long as it's a big butt, that's what matters. That's what matters. Can it be Meerkats? Not sure Meerkats is going to be big enough, but El Gaso did say it is up to your discretion. Okay, I think we're all set. No butts? No butts on Meerkats? Well, that's disappointing. Not even the first one? Not even the OG? Like an ironing board? Got that Hank Hill dumpy back there? He says, prove yourself wrong. Yes, yeah, it's my birthday. I'm not taking responsibility. Yeah, we're on the honor system here. We're on the honor system. As long as some form of posterior is being appreciated, that's all we ask. That's all we ask. We're not going to stick the butt police on you. We're not going to stick the butt police on you. Unless, like, you know, unless that's your birthday surprise, you know? You got some homies over for your birthday, you're trying to keep it chill, and then, like, you get, like, a knock on the door, and one of your boys starts kind of giggling a little bit. And it's like a scantily clad police officer lady. She's like, this is the butt police. We're putting you under arrest. And she cuffs you, like, she cuffs your wrists exclusively using her butt cheeks somehow. And then her disco ball lowers. You all know where that's going, right? Licking its anus. All right, let's take a look. Take a look. I'm always down for some good anal lickage. I don't know what I expected. I don't know what I expected. Yep, that is as advertised. As advertised. As ass-advertised. Yeah, kinda. Good stuff. Well, now that I'm educated, now that I'm educated, I feel enlightened. Enlightened in more ways than one. Let's jump into Altheia. This is a Dare Drop acquired game. And we do have some Dare Drop challenges that we're working towards. And yeah, like I said earlier, I've not played this yet, and I haven't really seen much content of it. I've heard mostly good things, but I've seen some reviews on Steam speaking ill of some bugs and some weird oddities about the game. So we'll see. But I'm excited to try it out. I've been keeping an eye on this game even before it was on Dare Drop, even before it came out. I do love a good action RPG. So, I think that was what first drew me to it. Oh, they look like the little dudes you can add to your cult in Worship, the game we played last week. Little spirits, I'm guessing. Cool art style. Yeah, that was I think the first thing that grabbed me when I first saw this game. Cool art style, but also the action RPG aspect. Did it wiggle right up? I would sure hope so. I don't know. Mine's not very accommodating. He might have to lube up first. Unless he can, like, change his own shape. I'm gonna assume that's bad. El Gaso out here talking like it's my birthday, not his. You've been chosen. touch tips. They seem okay, though. Sorry, I was touching tips with Satan. Oh, no, there they are. We touch tips. The contract... Oh, the tip is even longer now. Oh, God. Uh-oh. Alright. That's a prologue, then. Are you trying to imply, Farsight, that's it would like turn it into that shape and that color? Heard a noise for a second there. It didn't crash, did it? Mm-hmm. I'll give it a sec. Oh, okay, there we go. It was clearly like you saw it, like it loaded something. It kind of swished around a little. We got different hair. And presumably, we still have the whatever interaction we had with like Purple Satan Man. Presumably, we still have that. All right, the camera moves very slowly. I'm going to see if I can up the sensitivity of the camera. Camera movements. Camera controller. Now, there is mouse keyboard controls. They really, like, on multiple places, we're recommending gamepad. So I'll stick with gamepad for now. But yeah, when the chips are down, I usually do prefer mouse keyboard. Yeah, we're really trying to emphasize, like, listen, we really recommend gamepad. So it's like, all right. Good enough for now. So, go visit Azal.
I better not be late.
Oh.
Azal must be waiting for me.
Voiceovers now. Let's see. I'm like pressing some buttons, seeing what does what. So no jump. Although you can like, kind of like, you can like physics onto things. Let's see, can I phase through the wall in the first room? Probably not. Probably not. I probably couldn't like no clip. As fun as that would be. I'm gonna go outside, but first, what's up here? Just relentless. That would be brutal. That would be brutal. Oop, I can see inside. Can I see inside my head? I want to see what my brain looks like. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah. I like in games like this, you get like the ping pong ball thing with the eyes. I like the yeah. I like that shit. I like the ping pong ball shit. There we go. See, where I come from, August, we call that prairie dogging. When the head's poking out like that. That prairie dogging. Oh, oops. Are you a friend? The spirit. Well, originally I had a thing to do. Right now I can jump. Like I got a little dodge. All right. Do I sprint? Oh, it's one of those. Okay, just like Night Rain. Well, I had an objective, or I guess I still have a objective, just a different one. Hello, spirit fella.
Seems to be taking me to Azal. Is that part of my training?
He's the little friends. Hello, friends. I can't talk to you guys, can I? Nor can I inflict violence. Probably for the best. So the presence... I'm going to turn that down a little bit. The presence of the spirit is not like, oh, what the fuck? It's like, oh, a spirit, whatever. So it reset all my audio settings? What the hell? I think it was like... Music went down to that guy. Yeah, sound effects should go down fairly low, too. Want to make sure it takes. What this? Pull. Oh, yes. Oh, and then I have to pull it with the control stick. Nice little detail. I need another switch. Unless, do you want to help me? Do you want to do the thing for me? He's just staring at me. He's just mocking me. There's probably other ways. For one thing, okay, good. Good. Nice little fall down into an endless pit kind of situation there. Me. I'll probably climb up on these things, can't I? The way that it's got like that little like it's kind of got the gamer paint, kind of sorta. I was gonna say it looks like the kind of thing that it might let me grab onto. I get to jump up on that guy.
Ask me to find a Zareel and bring it to him today to cure a sick spirit.
For next time. There we go. This bird. Yeah, with Farsight, the cell shading like style is pretty cool so far. Oh, I like the that's a good frog. That's a good frog. Oh, I can interact with the froggy? Can I pet that dog? Oop. Weird how we like went through the floor, but still, that was still pretty cool. Wanna pet that frog? Can I pet that frog? Okay, I guess that was a one-time thing. I can't boop this one. Can I kind of climb on his back and ride him into battle? Very loud splooshes. Let's try that down a little bit more then. Sploosh. Okay, so spirits went over this way. Oh, is that the person? It is a person. It is the person. Is it Lily or Lily? I'm guessing, I'm gonna ask a dumb question. I'm guessing you guys don't hear any dialogue right now. Actually, maybe you do. Because I don't. I don't hear any dialogue right now. Okay, cool. Okay, good. Because, you know, I sometimes have that weird thing with my audio setup where some games don't always handle surround sound speakers very well, and sometimes dialogue specifically doesn't go to me, but does go to the rest of the stream.
This is a bad omen.
There we go. I can hear that.
What do you mean by that?
Got the purple hand.
The forest is unquiet.
What could it be?
Maybe something happened to the sap.
What should we do now?
I don't know. But get ready. Something is about to happen.
Something in the background there.
Strange spirit.
Corrupted spirit.
I sure wouldn't want it near anyone's.
The regular spirits are fine, yeah. So, some of the I don't know, the lead up into this, into like, understand the story and like the kind of general world building. I don't know, a little, not a whole lot explained to us right now, but maybe more is coming. Pretty cool, whatever this is. To follow the fella. Oh, look at that. I'm not allowed to go that way. If I want to go, oh, it's like I want to explore. The game's like forcing me away. It doesn't want me to explore too much. It wants me to be a good boy and do things in the right order. Yeah. You know, we got that cutscene with very little explanation at the very start. And then this notion of, you know, the sap being tainted and this corrupted spirit. Kind of just getting jerked around a little bit, but I'm hoping that more will be explained soon. These are, I'm guessing this is a spirit. I mean, he looks like an actual animal. Everything's good there. I'm guessing if I was going the wrong way, the game would redirect me and say, that's not it, bro. That's not it. Oh, I see on the map. There is a thing. Let's see. Is this a map? This thing that I'm... No, that's... Oh, there we go. There's a map. Okay. So, presumably... Oh, I guess that's the path I took. Oh, wow. There is... Goes real slow. I think it's where we started. Yeah, there's a question mark there. Maybe that's where I should be going. I was thinking maybe that's where we started. Yeah, maybe that's where I should be going. Yeah, you know what? I see it. I think I see it now. That's the path the game wants me to take. That's the objective path. Well, objectively, I suppose I'll follow it. It seems like one of those games where you really shouldn't just like stare at the map the whole time when it comes to like trying to navigate. Exploration, I'm sure, is a big part of the game. But at least in this intro section, like I said, I'll be a good boy. What this? See the thing I can climb on? Yes. There we go.
I remember Mom would take me through here sometimes. Said it made for a good shortcut.
Okay, what's on that? Okay, I wasn't sure if that was like a pattern I was gonna need to recognize. There's a fella right there.
It is.
There it is. It says it's corrupted. Doesn't look that corrupt. Just, you know, just different color scheme. Not sure if that means corrupt. Any friends here? Can I take this axe in case I need to defend myself? Right now we're in... Oh, there he is. He's up there. Right now we're in non-fighting stuff mode. Jump up on this thing then. Oop. There we go. Can I do like the diagonal thing? Yeah. There's no stamina bar. No stamina bar, so already it's not a Dark Souls game. Not a Souls-like. Instant disqualification, not a Souls-like. Which is fine. It doesn't need to be a Souls-like. No, it's like I'm mostly memeing when I say that. Because I know there's people that are like... They kind of hope, either want or expect every game of this kind of persuasion to kind of bring that kind of Souls-like energy to the table. Let's actually run back. I need to... There we go. Whoop. I can make that right. Whoop. There we go. How would speedrunners handle it? Oh, well, that's a good question, Ogasso. I'll have to ponder that out loud if I really like the game. That's like the sign, right? Oh, Alex loves this if he's talking about speedrunning. Talking about it earnestly? I don't know if there's like a lot of like advanced tech that a game like this would have necessarily. Like sometimes well, actually what I will say is earlier when I was like fucking around jumping on the furniture and there was like some wobbliness to the physics and like where the game was trying to resolve not wanting me to jump on
The sword.
like it didn't want me to jump on certain things, but I was still able to kind of cheese some of that. Like if I were like to try to jump out of bounds, there might be certain things the game could do to discourage me. So yeah, that's the kind of thing that speedrunners can sometimes exploit. Like, you know, like not necessarily clip out of bounds, but like do some kind of like weird goofy tech to like exploit a thing the game doesn't want you to do, to give you a speed boost, or yeah, skip a cutscene, you know, that kind of stuff. Get a little puzzle. Take a look up here. What's this guy? I'll take it. Ball. It must be heavy. Yeah, it's a heavy, dense little ball. So it'll be okay, cool. Right here. Use it as a platform then. Nice of that guy to wait for us. See him across that little bridge area. Oh yeah, and then let go. I'll be taking this. Cannot jump with it. Or sprint. I plop it. Oh no, not there. Not there. There. Look at his swooty. Oh, I see. Hoop. do you think he got across without this kind of deal? Oh, can I jump from there? Hey, yo.
Almost there.
All right, well, I will probably need to go up this way then. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I can just make this jump. Oh, I can just jump from here. Okay, there we go. Might be able to make... I was worried about making the jump to that second piece. Let's see. It's weird because, like, since the camera shifted, I'm actually having to pull down, like, south on the analog stick, which is a little weird because the camera shift made it kind of strange. Place myself up. There's little dudes. Kind of hanging out, just watching this whole thing unfold. Let's see, can I just intentionally drop down? The answer is yes. Yeah, no stamina bar. There's no real, consequences to... Up from there. They say drop. Oh, I wasn't sure that was a standable surface. That's kind of nice. No stamina bar, no nothing. Same thing about, like, dodging. I don't know if combat will be different. Presuming there will be some form of combat. Got a stick. It's something. Looks like that's my answer. We have roll. So we can lock on. So they do telegraph their moves pretty well. Music got very loud suddenly. Our first kill. What's this? My first kill boner? Is that what this is? Word.
Mom.
Has a scabbard and everything. Alright, so yeah, I don't know why music got so loud there. Like, this music is very tranquil and nice. And that got a little bit explosive-y. Just very large eyes. Like, very large eyes. Oh, and those large eyes are Sag. Suppose that's the person's grave from the prologue. A professional log. Dramatic deafening. And we already did see the volume sliders got reset from the main menu into the main game. So it's possible that, yeah, sometimes it just kind of, does its own thing. Spooky noises. The site of the explosion. Alright, so good news. I can use my weapon indoors. I cannot run. I cannot dodge. I can be sneaky snake. And no jumps. Side of the explosion. Alright, so, I do want to explore. Oh, there's no aerial attacks? Oh, I want to be a fancy aerial attack person. Yeah, so not much to explore right now. Or maybe there is, but clearly there's an objective to be followed. Oh, also if we wanted to. Wanted to, like, test our metal. No charge attack. I wonder if we can eventually get, like, other like, combat abilities in some way. There'll be ranged things. I guess we'll find out.
What was that?
I do like the little lightning bugs. Little fireflies. That's kind of cool. It's weird because they were we were kind of like, it kind of hinted like, oh yes, she heard a noise. Maybe I've got my volume turned down too low on my end, but I didn't actually hear anything. And it's like, reach the side of the explosion. I'm not sure how we know where to go necessarily. Of course, we came here earlier in the day, so maybe that's why, but like the map just kind of conveniently is pointing us to the right way. Now that And we can't reach that right now, but maybe eventually. Maybe eventually we'll get the ability.
It's in danger.
Oh, it's a situation. There's a situation unfolding.
No!
Oh, we were too slow. I still got his ass, though. Sweet vengeance. I'm sorry, I got loud again. I'm sure these people are. Jesus, it's loud. Holy fuck. Give him the finger. Oh. Unfortunately, a familiar situation. Oh, he transformed into this thing. Interesting. We're gonna scare him off?
You will join him soon enough, young monk.
Monk, are you okay?
Sadi.
What?
Sadi. My name is Sadi.
Don't move. I'm taking you to a safe place.
The voice acting volume is like accurate, but yeah. Like the music and sound effects are popping off in the cutscenes specifically. I don't know, it's a little bit like kind of jerking us around. Willing to kind of see where it's going though, as far as once things get going properly. Because we're still kind of in these intro areas.
Sadi's waiting out.
Maybe I need to turn like that down way down.
Outside. He said he wanted to talk about something. Better see what that's about.
Kind of curious if there's like any okay, I was gonna say, yeah, if there'd be like anything different about our living situation. Now that we've presumably taken on a roommate. But yeah, we're just kind of going from like one scene to the next. You know, some like time skips and not a whole lot of
Thank you,
other
Lily. I fully recovered.
bits of info in
We
between.
should go now.
We? Who's we?
Us, of course. Lily, we have to stop Aferi.
Then go by yourself. You don't need
Was
me.
that the evil fella?
I can't. I need your help. For centuries, monks and guardians have protected these lands together. Lily, this is our responsibility.
You mean your responsibility. I don't have any duty. I'm not a guardian. I'm not about
Everyone
to
has
die
duty
like
after
my
you eat,
mother.
you know, usually a day or two later.
I see. Then please, take me to the monastery. That's the only thing I ask of you. Once we get there, you'll be free to go.
Fine, I'll take you there. But after that, you're on your own.
And that's our objective. All right, cool. Learn how to
Cooperate before
fight.
leaving.
Do we have to?
I like to think we've already more or
reach
less
the
proven
monastery.
ourselves.
I got it. Come on, let's try it. What do I need to do?
Let's practice with that mannequin.
Oh, that's cool. Turns into oh, that's cool. It turns into a little dude. That's kind of neat. Press Y to attack. Oh, to attack with the other guy. Yeah. Consume his mana. Have to lock onto enemy to attack with him. That's kind of cool.
Try to have me attack the mannequin.
He's got the little mana bar.
Now, focus on the target. Go on, hit it. Good job.
You can
should
kind of
be
combo
ready
the two
now.
together. That's kind of neat. And that's it. And you don't have to lock on. It'll kind of do that on its own. And the mana recharges after a bit. Cool. Kind of neat then. I do like the little kind of wolf, wispy fella kind of following you around. That is kind of neat. There's the frog guy. Can I boop the frog? Can I boop the frog? I know one of the achievements, one of like the dare things we're working towards is, here we go, yeah, interacting with, I'm guessing it's interacting, that's probably it, like, it's like, have some kind of fun moment with 5, presumably different animals, different creatures. They say in Atarasia, which I think is just the area we're in right now, I think that's just the overworld, basically. Alright, so if I want to venture off the beaten path, will the game kind of redirect me and say, no. That's not where you're going, Alex. Because, like, I want to do some gamer crimes and go in places where maybe the game doesn't quite want me to go just yet. This is for fast travel. That's kind of cool. Kind of neat. What's this? Can he activate this? That's kind of cool. Oh, I see. I see a little puzzle sequence. Very cool. Alright, then can I recall him? Or is he just gonna be chilling? Oh, here we go. I don't know how far I'd be able to go before he would be, the game would be like, aren't you forgetting something? Or someone? Now, in a weird way, this is leading to the monastery, just, you know, in an alternate form. Alternate direction. Can I... guess I can't, like, interact with the door at all. Maybe this is where he lived previously? It's kind of hard to say. I mean, someone has to live here, or had to have lived here. Can I interact with these nice fellas? Yes. There we go. Are you nice? Yeah, they're nice. Aww. Oh, they're gonna push me away. Yeah, that's one of the lady deer. Yes, yeah, these guys are chill. I tried to boop the frogs and they just hippity hopped away. Like they kind of nudge you afterwards. Oh, I see little dudes, little purple boys. Finish him. Doesn't do a ton of damage, but it does seem to stun them. Dropped a little red thing. I guess that's probably health. I'd guess. There's a little thing we used to climb up earlier. I can't do anything with the burbs. There's the frog I booped earlier. Can I boop this frog again? Poke his little tummy, his little tum-tums. Yep. Bloop. See you later. We're trying to watch out for other wildlife interactions. Anything else with this thing, by the way? Pedestal seems significant, but nah, I guess it's just there for show at this point. It served its purpose. These things. And no, I will not try to attack these nice creatures. At least not yet. Maybe later. Maybe later. Oh, okay, there it is. Yep, there. Yeah, they when you get into a direction that is not permissible yet, they just kind of turn you around. And auto direct for you. Oh, there's a little dude. Fuck him up. There we go. Little crab guy. Little crab fella.
Ugh, how much farther?
Have you ever been to the monastery?
Nope.
Your mother was a guardian, and she never took you?
Enough talking. Let's move.
Hasn't been that long. It's like one little half area farther than we've ever been so far. Okay, well this looks a little bit more happening. You hold Y down. Sadie will take possession of the sword. Okay. And I got big sword. Yep. And same kind of thing there. It takes some time to get the juice back. There's a stealth option, I guess. Like a button to kind of go into crouch mode. For that, we'll probably need some... Oh, never mind. I thought maybe there was like a ranged attack. Oh, he's a little dude. Just a little guy. That's the ranged attack. Oh, he ate him. Ate him up. I got a void core. Cool. Can I get these as well? No, we'll need some other kind of cool ability. Cool ability for cool guys and cool gals. There's another like serpent thing inside the door. That does look really
Who's
cool.
there?
Let's get closer, Lily. I have a feeling I know who that is.
Oh, there's a person. Like your little glasses.
What?
How's it going? Camillo. My apprenticeship, he says. With italics text. So that's the sap then, okay. Anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and give you the quest, basically. Temple of the Beginning. Like the first trial. I don't know, there's something about the like overall pacing here. Right? Like something feels kind of off with this, with like the way we're kind of being led around. I mean, on the one hand, I kind of, it's nice that the game isn't really pussyfooting too much and we're just kind of jumping right into things. But I don't know, like maybe I'm spoiled because when I think of this kind of experience, of course I think of Zelda. Zelda's like the big one for a lot of us. In some Zelda games, like, you know, like Skyward Sword, take a while to spin up, but I don't know, I feel like the world's a little bit more fleshed out by the time you start to, by the time you start to kind of like get into the meat and potatoes of the adventure. So there's kind of a lot of things kind of being said to us. And we're kind of being, you know, led around through these kind of individual scenes. But like their significance, I guess, is what I'm like having a hard time latching onto. There's another apprentice. And Lily's still just not having it with this dude. All right, so it makes me wonder if maybe that's why the developers kind of went ham on the map thing. Because I'll be honest, without the map, I would be like, oh fuck, where do I go now? Like I would struggle. I would struggle for like what happens next. And of course, going to the oh, here we go. What's the thing we got? We got that guy. Oh, an amulet. Okay. I guess that's what we're able to use to like use his like spirit along with our abilities. Yes, if we want to see the greater view of things and see where we're ultimately heading. A question mark thingy over on where we came from. It's a little bit strange. So we got a bit of some walking to do. And of course, can't do anything with that just yet. That sort of implies that, yeah, there are more abilities. We'll see. What's your deal? Yeah. What's that little guy's deal? I did see him earlier, hiding behind, I think, the other tree, just being a little creeper man's. Trying to keep an eye out for other animal friends. Like, unless I'm able to boop you guys, can I boop you? I mean, I guess I'm kind of booping my with my forehead, I guess, but I mean like the little interaction point. Not so much there. Guess if I wanted to, potentially, do the little fast warp thing. Although I think that's only for places you've already been. I suspect where we're going next is a place we've not been to so far. However, I will do a little something because I saw something purple from a distance. There's also something on the map that's like it looks like an anvil, like a little orange anvil icon. I can't just jump over this, can I? Oh, invisible walls. Yep. Not terribly surprised. Invisible walls, a classic. Another frog fella. Can I boop this guy? Little nudge, little something. Nope, nothing. And I think we can swim the water. If there's anything down there, we could have explored it. Some little dudes. If this is illegal, coming here a little bit earlier. Oh, he's real sad. Oh, I could have finished it. Whoa! Oh my God! Whatever that was, it was very laggy. It was like a finishing move. Oh, I lost my lock. Interesting, yeah. Though there is that little finishing move that looked really cool, but yeah, kind of lagged out a little bit. Hopefully that was like a one-time thing. Like once it gets loaded in memory, now we're gonna be good. It's weird the way that we kind of lost the lock randomly. And that guy jumped behind us. We either got a second void core or 2 more void cores. Let's see, what can I do with this? I want to put it onto another pedestal. Can I like have to just drop it, I guess. Yeah, unless I can like unless I can like somehow have Wolf Fella deliver it for me. Like, it definitely needs to go there. Oh, well, all I know is I got the core. Presumably that's, I don't know, maybe like an upgrade material or something. Let's just head back, but... Oh, there's the swimming. Yeah, I don't know, I definitely don't dislike the game. I have a feeling probably once we get into the temples and the more like adventurous parts of the game, it'll probably pick up a little bit. Yeah, a lot of the introduction was just kind of like, I don't know, it was, things were just kind of being shown to us and things were being said. We're being introduced to various characters, but I don't know, not a whole lot of
Look out! Corrupt spirits ahead!
I'm having a hard time keeping it all as anything of like cohesion, I guess. That being said, it is an indie game, so you know, it's an indie game that's been out for like a month. And part of it too is I think I've been spoiled by having a lot of like really good action RPGs as of late. So, open up this. There's a special attack menu. Okay. Unlock some new ones. Cool. So we hold Y. Is the left trigger? Or maybe it's... Oh, shit. I'll use this thing. Yeah, it's like, yeah, now the stamina use is a little bit more. Ooh, yeah, there's that lag. I don't know if I love that. X. Oh, I don't like how when that attack happens, I'm like locked. I'm like animation locked, and he was able to smack me out of the animation. Confess. What do I do? Do I just beat the shit out of you? Or do I have the guy eat you? Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Have him nom your face off. A shame that, yeah, it's like lagged on that finishing animation twice now. Well, doesn't exactly fill me with brimming levels of confidence. Also, yeah, it seemed like it got really loud again, randomly.
Huh. Piece of
So, like, battle music, I guess, is its own slider.
We haven't finished getting rid of the void. Look at that corruption. Let's get closer. I'm sure I can dissolve it now.
How about now? That's not so bad. Is there like an overall audio slider? No, just music. Yeah, music ambience. So I guess what's gonna happen is that, yeah, it just means that battle music audio levels will just be a little bit higher. So just kind of a mild annoyance. So we've already seen that. Oh, that's right. That was what was blocking this wall off. Okay, that makes me feel better. Also, oh, that's where we want to go. So that's the correct path, and the path that leads to, yeah, that little anvil icon does capture my attention. Oh. All right, so I think the idea is that there's like something we'll eventually be able to utilize here. But right now, yeah, we're just kind of like going through the object limit. So we'll take that to mean, yeah, this shortcut's not available right now. Come back later. That's simple enough. Yeah, what was the game we played a month or so ago? There was like an action RPG. Had kind of a similar issue where like the plot was a little bit thin, and like the way it was being told to us was, yeah, a little herky jerky, but like the exploration was really cool and the RPG systems were pretty cool. Bygone Dreams, like that one. Yeah, like I will acknowledge that, like the plot and like the overall kind of world building was just okay. It was also a little bit disjointed. But I definitely really enjoyed the exploration in that game. So I'm hoping this will kind of pick up in the way that game did. All right, well, I'll just approach from down here. Oh, that was fault. All right, well, good to know. Good to know. I mean, sure, if I... she looks so sad. Yeah, if I were to jump from there and land hard like she just did, yeah, I would probably take fall damage too. That's on me. That's on me. Oop. Alright, so we'll have to use our...
An automata.
This must have been sitting here since the first war. We might be able to make use of it if we free it from the void.
Big robot fella. Well, so you hold Y. Big sword. The thing is, like, once you do a bunch of big sword combat shenanigans... Can I just fuck him up? No, I cannot. So I guess, yeah, we'll test it there. It, like, reverts, doesn't it? Yeah, reverts back to regular sword. his little fella. His little dude is exposed. Let's open up the robot.
Need to get closer to use the automata.
I can send him into the robot. Cool. Now, do I get to control him as a giant robot?
Lily, get on the automata's hand.
Oh, wait. Do I press Y? Yeah, I think I just jump over here. Jump on the head? Did I hear that right? Jump on the... Did I hear that right? Jump on the head? It's the head is a non-physics object. I press Y, he just kind of goes... Jump on the head. I can recall him back. Or maybe he means he's on the head. I don't know what we can do with this. I mean, it's cool. Oh, I hold Y. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, jump on the hand. I just misheard him. Okay, there we go, there we go. That's kind of cool. Oh, okay, except we fell through because the fingies can open up. There we go. And I'll recall him. There we go. Yo, what's up, Fiend? Yeah, it's the, I don't know. I mean, I like to think it's not a... I hope this is not the case, but I will confess, when I first heard some of the voice acting, I was like, oh, I hope this is not like an AI voice acting situation.
Well done, Lily.
Like, I don't want to, like, just jump to that as the assumption every time. But yeah, I wanted the same thing about some of the pronunciations. What do I do with this? Kind of like the orbs that we saw earlier. Yeah. Yeah, that's how I feel, Fiend. It's like, yeah, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. Like, I don't want to assume, right? I don't want to assume. Jet says, I will judge. I will judge, yeah. Yeah, that is the unfortunate reality. We're kind of in that day and age. Yeah, I'm not sure what I can do with this. Oh, okay. There was just no prompt. Okay. So this is one where it's like, okay, I can pick it up. There was just no prompt indicate. Okay. But yeah, we're in that day and age where, yeah, you see like what is clearly a project that has a, fairly small budget. Alright, so I guess I have to drop down. There we go. Project has this fairly small budget, has a small number of people working on it. And yeah, you see like some assets of whether it's a game or a movie or a video at least. Put it here. There we go.
One's missing. Of course.
Yeah, you hear some of the music, you hear some of the voice acting, or you see some of the imagery, and you kind of squint a little bit, and you're like, I can't actually tell. Like, was this just an artist that maybe doesn't have a very refined technique, or is it AI generated? And you don't want to assume, because like that's kind of it's like a shitty thing to just like immediately accuse that of somebody with no, real.
Think we'll find someone at the guild who can help?
I don't know. Kimio said
with no real like proper consideration.
Reaching the other part.
Like sometimes, yeah, you look at like
almost impossible.
Let's be real, like some art on Twitter,
away from the
on social media, you see that kind of shit, you go, oh, okay, this was some ChatGPT shit or some open AI shit, no question. Like sometimes it's like very, very obvious, but other times it's like I can't tell, or maybe it was like you can tell it was like it started as an AI thing, but then somebody was able to touch it up a little bit, kind of clean it up a little. There's a certain sheen about it when it comes to AI generated stuff, especially with art. But yeah, with voice acting, for me it's a little bit trickier because I'm like, well, sometimes I'll hear like weird pronunciation or like a weird like cadence to someone's manner of speaking, like kind of a weird timbre to how they say things, how they pronounce things. Is that because it's AI, or is it because, oh, maybe English isn't their first language, and what I'm hearing is you know, just an artifact of that, where, you know, there's like kind of an unexpected accent. You know, again, I don't like to assume. Get better actors, yeah. Well, and you know, at the end of the day, when it's a small, it's a small development project, you know, an indie game. I think I saw that this developer, it's 2 people. I think one person does most of like the music and the art and like the visuals, that kind of thing, and then the other person does most of the development. I'm sure they probably contract other folks for some things, but yeah, when it's a small project, not a big budget, not a lot of folks that they can bring in, you know, it's these limitations. Yeah, that is just kind of the nature of the game. All right, so we found the guy. His name is Blacksmith. Listen, I'm not gonna. There's an obvious joke to make here. A lot of folks use AI in addition to manual work. Yeah. I mean, I know plenty of software developers doing similar stuff too, where they use Copilot, they use ChatGPT, they use some kind of thing to kind of supplement their work. The downside, though, is that, you know, the more someone relies on that kind of thing, suddenly, you know, if that application goes offline or is unavailable, and they have to do 100% of the stuff themselves. I'm speaking from a software development perspective, at least. You know, there's a struggle. There's a struggle being like, oh shit, like I have to do this myself now? What the hell? Now, I guess that's the thing that you could make that same argument for, like, how many times do I have to implement a linked list by myself or an array class by myself? Hardly ever, right? Like, we're all standing on the shoulders of giants when it comes to modern software development. I never have to deal with assembly level bullshit. I never have to assign registers, like, you know, at the assembly level. It just doesn't, it's not how it works. So I recognize that, you know, decrying the use of AI is a little bit hypocritical, because, yeah, of course I'm using shortcuts that are kind of baked into the workflow. But still, I don't know, it feels a little bit, at least from a software development perspective, like it could be I don't like to use the phrase slippery slope lightly. But yeah, that's kind of how it feels. It feels like it could lead into, like, you know, maybe not laziness, but just like that reliance on those shortcuts that might not always be reliable. As we all know, AI generated bullshit is not always reliable. You know, you go into ChatGPT and type in like like what should be an obvious question. Sometimes it'll give you some weird fucking results. So anyway. So there's a website called Casting Call Club. Okay. But it'll give you mixed results, right? Yeah. Okay, that is good to know, Jed. I've never heard of this before. Instantiating stuff, yeah. So yeah, you know how that goes, Fiend. Like, there is some of that, kind of no matter where you look, basically. So that's like, so those are the main ways that you get, like, human voice actors. So for indie devs, they're probably gonna do the first one, right? Yeah. Folks want to do it for free, right? Just to build up the resume, and who can blame them? I mean, you gotta start somewhere, right? That's to be said for the developers, as well as for the voice actors they're hiring. Yeah, just the basic level constructors, right, exactly, yeah. Yeah, like, that's not the end of the world. And honestly, like, even, you know, can I really talk too much shit on the people that use ChatGPT to say, yeah, spin me up a, I don't know, yeah, an implementation for, I don't know, yeah, like a, trying to think of like a real life example that makes the most sense. A Windows form class that has like, oh, why would you want to make a new one? I don't know, like, yeah, so some kind of new, like, class, some kind of new object, based on this existing one, but add this new functionality. Like, you know, can I talk too much shit on developers that do that? I don't know. I mean, I guess as long as it doesn't become too much of a habit is the concern I would have there. But again, like, you know, I'd be lying if I said I'd never struggled with something, looked up the solution, or not the solution, but looked up what I'm missing on Stack Overflow, right? Because that's the thing, you know, you do a Google search for How do I do this? What's the syntax I need for this thing? You know, you look up how other people have done it on Stack Overflow. You just kind of, not copy and paste, obviously, because that's not going to work, but like, you know, you just like mimic the syntax they're using. Like, of course I've done that before, obviously, right? Like, so to some extent, we all of us in the field have, in the industry, have done some form of like sourcing some form of knowledge elsewhere. Like, it can't just all be in your head. Not all of us have like a stack of like reference books just lying around. So the idea of like, well, AI is doing that for you, but just making it quicker. It's like, okay, sure. It's just the reliability. That's the part that always gets me. Yeah, do I blame people? Right. Yeah, especially, well, that's one thing too. Like, if it's for like a corporate project versus a personal project. You know, if it's a personal thing, I don't know. Yeah, like, I have my own preferences. I have my own, like, things that I am not comfortable doing, but kind of, like, talk shit on other people doing it. I don't know. That's the part where I guess I struggle a little bit. Your life's on... Oh, half the life's on Stack Overflow? Yeah. I mean, there have been a couple that a few like pages I've went to multiple times, or just over the course of, you know, several years even, where it's like, oh man, there was a Stack Overflow I saw that explained this thing that I'm struggling with right now. Is it an evolution of Wolf from Alpha? Oh man, I don't miss those days. I don't miss the days of like MATLAB and stuff like that in college. I do not miss those days. The generational, like the generational AI stuff. Yeah. I just, what's tricky is like, you know, you hear about like these nightmare scenarios where someone's like, oh yeah, I used ChatGPT to help me write this program and I committed it to prod on a Friday, and you know, and now we're getting all these calls because the thing I committed and didn't think to like to double check or unit test on my end shit the bed, and now everyone's pissed at me. Like, you know, that's the nightmare scenario I worry about, where like somebody just kind of looks it over, they go, looks good, sure, whatever, commit to prod, whatever, and just roll with it. I mean, yeah, that's their fault, obviously, but like that's I guess that what that slippery slope ultimately leads to, for me at least, is the idea of people just being like, it's fine, it looks good enough, just go ahead and commit, yeah, don't worry about it, not gonna worry about it. Yeah, if it's making stuff easier for you, right, yeah, especially if it's a personal project, especially if that's like to smooth over some of like the more like monotonous patches of whatever you're working on. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that aspect of it as being less egregious. Gotta free the mind because it's got the corrupted spirits down there. It should be Sacred Inside, right? We're both of the same way of thinking, where it's like, for one thing, committing at the end of the day on a Friday to prod is already playing with fire. Like, obviously the example I'm using there is a very extreme one, obviously, but just like, to me, that's like what this notion of, at least from a software development perspective, kind of leads into. It's like it seems like it enables that reality to be more likely, to be more frequent. But I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's the thing, right? Like anytime you're adding those kinds of controls, you know, you think about how it can be taken to an extreme form. Could have waited for a better. Yeah. Well, if it's, you mentioned, yeah, if you see a senior developer, yeah, you would hope a senior developer would know better. You would hope. That's the mind we need to get into, right? Oh wait, no, on the map it says go that way. Well, I mean, this looks like it. Oh no, this is the temple they were saying, I think. I don't have the goods to get to the temple. They got the corrupted purple. They got that atomic purple. No, that was Nintendo 64. What's the Mountain? Oh god, what's the Mountain Dew at Taco Bell where it's like purple flavored, purple colored? Atomic purple. Well, let's be real. Atomic purple would be a good Taco Bell Mountain Dew flavor as well. Atomic purple. That was the N64. Like the translucent Baja Blast. Yes, it's like a Baja Blast like variant though. It's like Midnight or something. Or maybe it's, we'll just call it Grape Kool-Aid. Just call it what it is. It's Grape Kool-Aid. I'm gonna make the jump. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Up. Oh, I thought there'd be something secret in there. I thought there'd be a secret. Yeah, Jet as a voice actor, I'm sure like the AI generated voice acting stuff is something that has been acutely on your radar, you know, like indie game and there's like a certain like cadence to the voice and you're like, wait a goddamn second. Or you're like watching a YouTube video or a TikTok video. Oh my god, TikTok, that's the worst kind of. That's probably the worst offender, honestly. Yeah, you're watching a TikTok video or like an Instagram reel and it's like, wait a second here. I know what's going on here. This is not the soul of a human I'm hearing right now. Would there be proper consent? Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I have a hard time feeling good about any of it. That we were saying earlier, it's like, you know, there's certain things when it comes to AI use that, you know, I won't like demonize necessarily. Like, you know, it goes against what I would be comfortable with personally, but there's a travel right for fast traveling. Yeah, there's that aspect of it. But yeah, but then there's other things where it's like, I just don't know, man. I just don't know. I mean, it's one thing if it's a placeholder, right? I mean, it was, I think, in the that Morgenstern game we played on Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, Saturday. Like that game, without a doubt, had some AI generated placeholders, and at least they were forthcoming about that in the Steam page for the game. They acknowledged as such that yes, there's, you know, some of the like profile, like some of the, like the pictures for like this like the characters, like some of that was AI generated, and they claim is just a temporary placeholder. So, and that's one where it's like, I just have to take their word for it. See, that game is extremely early access. It was so early access, it's not even in early access yet. There was going to be a place we could warp to make this quicker for ourselves, but really, the only one that I can see is that one. I guess we haven't been to it yet, so I can't actually use it. So, we're hoofing it. Maybe I have to, like, walk up and press the thingies and make them work? To make them, like, to activate them? Because I was thinking maybe just by walking by them, but it's kind of weird, like, when you go up and you press, like, the activate button.
How do you know where the mine is?
During the apprenticeship of a monk, one of the first things we learn are maps of our world. Our job
you press the activate button and it kind of goes into the menu. It'd be nice if there was a way to activate without, like, kind of full committing. Maybe just, like, when you walk up to it, maybe that's enough. Yeah, like now, oh, you see on the map there. Yeah, it's like glowing now. Yeah, so I think that's the key. You have to, okay, so yeah, so in that case, like the one here, for instance, I need to, like, walk up closer to it. Midnight and Pitch Black. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Pitch Black. I think Midnight's the new one, and Pitch Black is the one that was around from a couple years ago. Good senior developers are usually pretty lazy. That's interesting. That's interesting. I mean, the thing is, in my experience, usually if there's a senior developer, usually they're not, like, doing a ton of development themselves, like the coding themselves. Usually they're, like, maybe, like, architecting, like a senior architect. But when it comes to the actual, like, code monkey stuff, like, that's left to, like, the, you know, the like, just the standard developers, I guess. Also, that's an Alias raid. My man doing that cubecast. That game looks very cool. The game looks very cool. I was lurking on you streaming that yesterday, I think. And of course, I hear about this cool new game. Oh, it's already open. Oh, I thought I had to bring the thing there. Don't I feel silly? I thought I had to, like, bring that somewhere. And I feel like a goof. Yeah, anyway, no, I was lurking on you and I was like, what is this weird ass looking game? And of course I look it up on Steam. You know, Everyone loves it, obviously. Overwhelmingly positive. Weird looking ass roguelike. I'm like, all right, I guess I gotta check this thing out, because Alias has a good like sense for when there's like a weird roguelike thing that has like some very good potential. Some good like potential for like really like grinding down a game, getting into a game. Also, okay, maybe I do have to bring the thing. A little orb. I'm hoping I'm allowed to open the door while having the orb in hand. I guess we'll find out. Guess I gotta go clutch my orb. Who up right now clutching they orbs? Yeah, there's really no reason to use AI for like places. I'm with you. Yeah, you're definitely preaching to the choir there. And like Jet pointed out, yeah, you can't open it. I can hold the orb and open it. There we go. Like Jet pointed out, yeah, like there's artists out there who are willing to do things for very low fee, or even better, for free, because, you know, they're really starting out, you know, even if it is just something as a placeholder. There are artists out there that, yeah, that like, you know, they really want to. It's one of those where, no, don't just pay them an exposure, but if they're really early in their artistic career, and they want to get their name out, they want to get their names on credits, you know, build up a resume. I mean, yeah, there are for sure artists that are out there that are, you know, willing to offer very cheap rates, or just straight up, yeah, like, shit, I'll do it for free for you, bro. So that's how we open up these things. Alias, thank you for that raid. We're playing a, what's the name of this game? Altheia. I keep forgetting the second part. The second part of the name. Okay, this is the Wrath of Aferi. The Wrath of Aferi. Just one fairy. And we got it through Dare Drop. To be honest, the game is, I don't know, the story and like the plot and like the overall kind of wait, no, not that one. Put that one. Yeah. Like the overall story and the overall like world building is kind of all over the place. Like I can't get that one. We'll have to come back. We have some other kind of ability. The world building, like the cutscenes, just kind of how like the pacing for the game, and like the story building is kind of all over the place, and it's a little bit herky jerky. I don't know if I love it. What I am more excited about is like the puzzles and the dungeons. I'm sure, you know, you take a look at a game like this, you go, oh, it's kind of like a Zelda-inspired game. So I'm hoping that once we get into like our first major temple, it'll kind of pick up. Yeah, I don't know. There's kind of like, this game's only been out for a month. It's a small development team. You know, familiar situation right there, right? But there's kind of something missing, and I can't really put my finger on it. But yeah, there's something missing with just the world feeling interesting. But again, we'll wait until like withhold too much judgment until we get into like the real meat and potatoes of what this game's got to throw at us. But anyway, though, yeah, Cubecast. When I was watching Alias stream it, I was like, yeah, this game. I think this game's got the juice. I think Cubecast has got the juice. It looks pretty sick.
Your mother, filthy half-guardian that you are.
Well, that's not nice. That's mean. Stab him in the face. Oh, he's already got the hole in his chest cavity there. Not the fingies.
You left me. Abandoned me here.
Okay, bye. I'm just gonna wander off.
Too long. Altheia, your face, your voice, they slipped from me.
Impossible! You will never pass the trials!
So who was that other voice? Who we just heard? Very mysterious. Oh, gotta fight some fellas. Yeah, Cubecast looks... Yeah, it looks really cool. It's not on my wish list. Well, I think it was on my wish list, or is on my wish list, specifically because I saw Alias playing it. Yep. I get to finish him. Now I got big sword for a little bit. I like he's like he collects his little tum tums before launching a projectile at us. To be honest, I don't know if I love big sword. Small sword might be a little bit easier. I want to get the perfect dodge because he had a cool animation when he got a perfect dodge. Ouch. Okay, that was not a perfect dodge. That was the opposite. Just kill him. And then go get him. There we go. So yeah, so the combat, it's fine. And the combat's okay. I've seen worse, I've seen better. This this game has Pal World vibes? Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit with like some of the characters. Like the character models, maybe a little bit. Looks like a bit of like an Xbox 360. Yes. Yeah, I would say it's of that, like kind of evocative of that era, I would say. Xbox 360, maybe PS3 era, a little bit there. Can I break the thing? Oh, where'd he go? God, where'd I send him? I tried to send him to get this guy. I guess it's still. I guess that's the game's way of saying it still has a shield on it. Yeah, like I would say that. Yeah, the visuals are pretty solid. There's been a couple like weird glitches where the regular music, like overall music, is adhering to my volume settings, and then the battle will start, and the battle music is like crazy loud. So there's been like just weird little inconsistencies like that. There's a particular person from Bleach. Oh, you mean like the monster we saw there? Because we were talking earlier about the voice acting in this game. I actually feel like that monster guy, his voice acting was actually pretty good. Pretty darn good overall. So... Oh, right button? Right button. What am I right buttoning? Huh. I don't know, I feel like the game wants me to use the wolf power, but it's not reacting. There's something else I should be doing. There's the down on the D-pad to recall him. No, typically you hold Y to charge him up. It almost makes me wonder if I've done something wrong, or if I like try to activate the wolf guy and I put him in a weird state, because I can't call him back and I can't. Uh-oh, I might be in trouble here. Because at first I was like, oh, I'll just go back to like the last warp point. But I can't because we got the wall up here. Yeah, I was thinking maybe go back to the last warp and just kind of reset the state maybe. There's something else I'm not seeing. Yeah, this one's blocked out. How are the controls? The controls are fine, honestly. I think that they're responsive enough. There have been a couple times where we're fighting a bad guy and we do the lock-on. We got the lock-on with the, just with, you know, standard melee combat kind of locking. And then, like, the bad guy will, like, move really quickly suddenly and I'll lose the lock, which is a little bit annoying. So just, like, some moments like that. A little bit concerning. I'm concerned that I don't see the dude floating by me right now. And I'm concerned that... Yeah, it says right button. Do they mean right trigger? Right on the control stick? Hold right button, maybe? Or maybe I go over here? Like there's this little glowing circle-y thing? Maybe that's what they mean. I don't know, man. I don't know. Huh. Let's restore last checkpoint. Let's see what happens. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I missed something. The voice acting was pretty good. Yeah, the scene where we had the demon dude, like, his voice acting was pretty good. The other two protagonists, just okay. Kena, yes, that game looks awesome. We got a warthog fella. So this was back here when we first met the blacksmith. So, okay, so it shouldn't take too long to get back there. Yeah, entirely possible that, I don't know, maybe I missed something, or maybe there was something in the cutscene. I'll confess, I wasn't paying the best attention. Maybe there was something in the cutscene that I shouldn't have missed, that I neglected to pay attention to. Would not be the first time a streamer has, you know, or a YouTuber or a content creator has talked over a cutscene or over a bit of exposition that ended up being important in some way. It's not something I can claim I've never done before. So let's try again and see what's going on there. Yeah, so it's this little area past the door. And yeah, I'm gonna walk up to this thing to make sure I get the fast travel thing activated, so it's on the map. Yeah, Kena, that game looks fantastic. I have seen that one. That's a good one. Well, I've not played it, but it looks incredible. Looks like the orb has already been placed. Yeah, the orb is still there. Okay, that's good. Weird that it made that, save that as the checkpoint. A little bit unusual. By the way, yes, Alias does have the clippy. Yes, he beat me to the punch because Alias knows whenever a homie of ours raids us, one of my favorite things to do is to ask what kind of clips they have to share of like what kind of funky, goofy shenanigans they've been up to. And Alias, of course, he's one of our co-op homies. We do our usual co-op sessions on Sundays with Alias and Krath and Shake. Although I'm part of the problem. I'm the problem, it's me. Because we didn't get to do Sunday games this past Sunday. Between myself and Krath and to a lesser extent Shake. We weren't able to do Sunday games this past Sunday. But hopefully this Sunday should be good. I don't think I have anything coming up this Sunday, so I should be in good shape. Yeah, Cube World. This game looks fucking wild. Alias knows I have a weakness for, like, that good Garbo and that, like, scrungy weirdness. The same way that Din's Champions has that scrungy weirdness that underneath it, that very well obscures a brilliance about it that a lot of people, when they first see it, they go, I don't know, you know, whatever. I think a lot of people, when they first see Cube Chaos, they would go like, Cube Chaos. They would be like, what is this? It's like little dudes, like the screenshot. It's not much to look at, right? But I think it's one of those where once you dive into it, you go, oh, this thing's got the juice.
So let's combine the kinetic generator with, this guy here. So what? It disappeared. Is it not one of the ones that I can...
As a person that's yet to play this game myself.
Like this. There we go. Okay.
See if I can follow what's happening here.
Combine that with this. And this guy's already generating energy.
All the little
great
connections. Oh, that's it. All right.
Got him.
It was that quick.
And this guy's already generating energy, which is great.
Point.
Oh, I won.
So I'll confess. I was just saying how it's like with having not played the game.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, there is his HP. Okay, there we go.
With this.
Yeah, chipping away at him. There we go. Okay.
And this guy's already generating energy.
With the stuff that's going on. Yeah.
Oh, I won.
And there it is. That's it.
Got him.
That's easy. The pros make it look easy.
I didn't look at this side of the board at all because I was on full defense mode the whole time. Did anyone see what happened?
Counts. And then we have another one. One's called Betrayal is Real.
Because there's like a crap load of them. Oh!
I missed it. I missed it.
Because there's like a crap load of them. Oh!
Just instant.
What happened?
So I see their HP.
I don't even know what I just got one hit by my own death incarnation.
It was his own shit.
Because
50 HP versus 1,000.
Like a crap load of them. Oh!
Yeah, just instant. I'm looking to see if there's like... So I see like this happened. Like this began. Like yeah, I see like we're seeing a lot of connections.
Crap load of them.
And then then like something happens. I'm looking for like numbers. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so yeah, this is one where, as someone who's yet to play the game, you know, I've lurked on Alias a little bit when he streamed it. I like checked out the game on Steam. It's a little hard to follow if you haven't like experienced it yourself, I think. But yeah, I can definitely tell there's like something to this game. There's like the systems underlying all of this seem pretty impressive. But get Lam, what's up, buddy? Talking over the NPC dialogue in Half-Life. Well, oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Like the other NPCs. I thought you were making a joke about Gordon Freeman. Because yeah, you don't want to miss Gordon Freeman's dialogue. It's so interesting. Sometimes even when playing the game, you have no... Right, yeah, like as is the case with this clip where it's like, I have no fucking clue. Just... Dead. Just instant murder. Some kind of mana burn, maybe?
What happened?
Is there like a printout?
I don't even know what I just got one hit by my own death
something up here.
incarnation.
Because yeah, some games will do that too. Like Caves of Cut is good about that, where you can like get the play-by-play, tell me like exactly what happened. Dwarf Fortress does something similar. So yeah, so long as there's some way to kind of unravel the secrets. Unravel the secrets, see what's going on there. And I appreciate you popping 8-bit llama. We just had Alias rate us, which is super nice of him. He says they do. Oh, so they do not have like a like some kind of like play-by-play printout. Because yeah, that. I almost feel like games like that really benefit from that, so you can kind of deconstruct what happened. Like, why did this thing thought I wanted to happen, or did not want to have happen. Yeah, grunted once. Yeah. Gordon Freeman, man, a few words. It's weird because in Half-Life 1 there is like a sound effect, like if you like fall, if you take fall damage, there's like a like a ouch. He doesn't say ouch, but like there's like a grunting noise you make when you land from taking fall damage. And presumably somebody had to record that line, I'm assuming. So I think technically Gordon Freeman is a voice actor, but that's about it. Just figuring out the weird shit. And that's probably part of the fun too, honestly. So maybe the idea of a printout would maybe, you know, take away some of that discoverability. Because yeah, there was that one little scrolling thing I saw on the screen there, yeah. Now the game does look cool. The game does look really cool, and I've had a couple friends tell me, Alex, I use your Steam wishlist to like inform what are interesting games that I should like look into. Which is very flattering, but honestly, whenever people tell me that, what they don't know is I'm using people like Alias to keep up with, yeah, games that are like, you know, not the obvious games. Because everybody knows Borderlands 4 just came out. Everyone knows about fucking Elden Ring. You know, everyone knows about like the popular games that all the gamers are playing. But like, what are like the well-hidden gems that more people ought to know about? Or maybe, oh, camera, there we go. Or maybe even gems that are not for everybody. Like, you know, I guess Cubecast, because it has like such a high review rating on Steam, like maybe that's a fairly obvious one. But yeah, some games it's like, oh no, this is not for everybody. But it is for people like Alias, and at least by some extension, for people like me. So yeah, whenever I see Alias streaming something that I've never heard of, Cleanfall is another good example of that. Cleanfall, perfect example of like some real freak shit that is not for everybody. When I saw that, I was like, ooh, this one might also have the juice. So let's see. We've already seen this cutscene. Unfortunately, I cannot skip it.
You shall soon join your mother, filthy half-guardian that you
But it's okay because I like the voice acting. Sounds like Pius from Eternal Darkness. Same kind of energy. The skeletonified Pius.
You left me.
But then he turns into a nice fella.
Abandoned me here. I have wandered alone for too long. Altheia, your face, your voice, they slipped from me.
And then he gets angry again.
Possible. You will never pass the trials.
But we lost the subtitles. What does half guardian mean? That is a very good question. Good questions indeed. Here's my chance to try to get that perfect dodge. Oh, like that? Yeah, cool cartwheel. So cool. Yep, lag. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Sometimes the finishing animation is flawless. Others, it's like, oh dear God, hold my beer. Yeah, it's you know, we've all played games like this where the first time you do a thing, it has to load something into memory and it lags a little bit. Like, that is how it goes sometimes. But with this one, it's a little bit inconsistent. Like, sometimes there's no lag. Other times it's like, oh dear God, yeah, hold my goddamn beer. Left trigger? Oh, X, there we go. But then after that, yeah, it just ends. Right, so it reveals the barrier thing. And that's why I was thinking the wolf fella should be able to get it. Because I used the wolf fella to get the health thingy. So let's approach this very deliberately. Maybe it was one of those where I was in like the wrong place. Like maybe I was too far away, but just close enough. Like too far away for it to activate, but close enough for the prompt to show up. Yeah, because it said Y. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna like be very deliberate here. Stand perfectly still. Get real close. Press Y. There we go. So that's what should have happened. So clearly something did not connect properly.
I don't know. It didn't sound like a fairy. He kept calling for an artifact?
Scripture says that Ertif died in a fairy's arms long ago. Grief blinded his eyes and poisoned his heart. And then he called you a half-guardian. What could that possibly mean?
Called me filthy before that. Maybe I'm just a half-guardian since I never passed the trials?
I don't think so. The way he said those words betrayed hate. He meant something with them.
Okay, so there you go. Kind of like I was saying earlier, the voice acting for the protagonist, it's fine. You know, it's not amazing, but it's fine. Yes, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what went wrong with the last time, but yeah, best I could figure, it was maybe one of those where I was like, maybe because I was too far away, like the animation didn't work when it should have, but the prompt showed up prematurely. Who knows? But we got there. That's what matters. And then we go into... Oh, yeah, to hold it. There we go. Going into the mine. So our first real dungeon. Noita would benefit from some... Yeah, I could see that. I know there are mods that try to fill that gap in some way, but yeah, honestly, you're not right, Ren. You're not wrong, Ren, because especially like when you get got, right? When you get killed, it's like there are times where you're like going frame by frame on the replay. You're like, shit, what was that exactly? So having it be a little bit more descriptive would be helpful. I like how that looks, the little crows and the little holes in the wall. That's actually kind of a cool look, cool aesthetic. I like that. That's a cool look. Little fellas. So it's time for dinner. Yeah. No, I know that it is late for Alias. Thank you for that raid, man.
I wasn't lying. The void has completely...
If Alias would have gone on a little bit longer, I would have gotten to raid him. And that's not very often I get to raid Alias. He's usually a lot more responsible than I am.
If we want the blacksmith to tell us how to find the former keeper's apprentice.
Not being much of a late night weirdo as I am.
Looks like the
That's what I would like to do.
The gate. Maybe freeing the mine won't be as easy as we thought.
What I want to do is use him as the sword fella, unless maybe this is the game's way of saying I can't. Oh, I can just use regular sword. I thought I had to use like the fancy sword for some reason. So I can either move it myself or I can have him move it. Move it. I can't utilize this thing yet. I can't get over to that one yet either. We'll just keep going then. Yeah, is there stuff that needs to be ironed out? Extremely possible. Extremely possible. I mean, you know, when a game's been out for a month-ish and it's a very small development team, yeah, optimizations are probably still needed. Additional optimizations. Let's go this way then. So you don't need the big sword mode for just the standard, standard like connection nodes like that guy. To be honest, I kind of enjoy when I'm playing, especially like an indie game. If I'm playing an indie game, and yeah, like you do something cool, and the game has to think about it for just a very, very brief second. For
Look
just
here.
a very brief moment. We found
Keys.
some keys.
They don't look like ordinary keys. They might come in handy with the engines.
Like it has to think about it for a second, especially if it's something like an explosion. You get a badass grenade launcher, you shoot it, you get the explosion, and it lags for just the briefest of moments. It's like, oh yeah, the game has to think. The game's thinking about this one. It's just, I don't want to do it every time. It's a sometimes kind of enjoyment. Or maybe even just the first time. Once it's loaded into memory, then you're good. I kind of enjoy that. Oh, you can see the robot guy. Interesting. We probably have to get up real close to that thing to disable it. Is this game not in beta? You know what? I don't think it's early access. Actually, you know what? That's a good question. Is it in early access? I know it became playable on Steam just a month and some change ago. Yeah, this game is not in early access. I mean, or at least on Steam. It's one of those where it's like on Steam, it's not early access. Maybe there's, like, they don't have it listed as early access, but there's, like, kind of an implied, still kind of going through beta situation. Because that happens sometimes where it's like, it's not listed, but there's clearly still, like, pretty active development happening. I could see it being one of those kinds of deals. How much was this game? Well, actually, in all fairness, I got a review key for this game, so it cost me nothing.
Look,
There's a
Lily,
robot fella.
an automata. It doesn't look like it's in good shape, but I think I can still use it.
Yeah, on Steam, at least this game, if it were purchased full price, it'd be $20. $20 full price, which I would say is probably about the standard. $20 full price for a game like this. Probably about what I would expect. And with less than perfect optimization. Alright, so what do I do? Oh, I see. Then he does the same. Ooh, hold on, what? Ooh. Is that it?
Let's try again. Together this time.
Oh, both at the same time? There we go. You really gotta get the exact time in there, but there we got it.
We did it! That unlocked the engine!
So we're done?
Not yet, Lily. We must completely free the mind from the void. Let's go!
Let's go back the way we came then. Now, there's another game we played last week, or was it last week or 2 weeks ago? I can't remember which one it was. There was another game I played where I was like having a nice time, and same kind of thing here where I got a review key for it. Got a review key for the game, so I didn't have to buy it. I didn't have to, to pay anything. I got a key either through some kind of key distribution site or through the game's publisher to stream it. And the compensation was, just having the key for free. And I remember being like, yeah, the game's pretty cool. And then I looked up the price, and I was like, ooh. Like, I looked up the price for how much it would cost full price, and suddenly it was like, ooh, that's something you kind of have to consider, right? What do you recommend? Oh, right, there was that other door over here. Do you recommend the game in its current state? Do you recommend it, like to somebody who wants to buy it? It's like, it's tricky because, in my case, having not paid a dime for it, like, it's easy for me to say I'm having a fun time, but would I recommend it full price? Sometimes that gets a little bit trickier. There's a very brief little like indicator thing for his combat reminders. Ouch. Got his ass. I'll go ahead and have you snag that guy so I can get some health. There we go. I think there's more dudes over here. Yeah, just two more dudes. like how that guy never put up a fight. He was like, you know what? I'm okay with this. I accept my fate with dignity. Did I get him? He's still alive. Yeah. Get them both? Get them both. All right. That works too. I got my special move charged up, but didn't have anybody to use it on.
This is the mine.
The mines are very ancient places. Building materials for shrines and temples.
That
were
Chrono Gear game jet, it
But
does
the
look
rarest
good.
and most important material is in your hands.
My hands?
Your sword. The materials from which it is made can echo with the sap, just like my magic does. It's why you can eradicate the void.
Yeah, I did peep it on Steam because I know you mentioned it the other day, and I took kind of a little bit of a gander, and I was pretty impressed. This is a kind of a cool little scene right here. I kind of like this. Oh, okay, the camera getting stuck on everything, but just on its own, it's a cool sight right here. So clearly a grave of, presumably a grave of several warriors. Go down here. Actually, can you swim underwater in this game? You can't swim down. That's cool. And it looks like the game just kind of hand waves the need for an oxygen meter, which is, you know what, I respect that. Not needing an oxygen meter or like a meter for everything. It's kind of nice, honestly. Yeah, Chrono Gear does look good. I was impressed by what I saw. There's clearly something with these little platforms we don't yet have available to us, like some kind of ability we don't have unlocked just yet. Yeah, $20. Yeah, exactly. If it gets enhanced further, could be more. For sure. Yeah, for sure. Now, I thought about that a lot, the idea of, like, you know, how much is a game worth? Because, you know, even a less than great game... oh, that's where it came from. Even a less than great game, like a less than stellar game, you know, like a lot of people's labor, you know, went into making it. You know, they're very finely tuned skill set. You know, I remember somebody once said, like some well-known game development person once said, any game coming out is a miracle. Like, games are very hard to make. Any game that reaches the finish line, or at least is in a playable state, is an affront to God. Like, it shouldn't happen. It's a goddamn miracle any game ever gets made. So, like, yeah, whenever a game comes out and it's just okay, you know, it's easy to be like, oh, I would never pay full price for it, wait for a Steam sale, $10 is too much, $5 is too much, you know, that kind of thing. And the reality is that, you know, in today's economy, right? In today's economy, you know, we have to be wise about our purchases, just kind of how it goes. But at the same time, yeah, like there was a lot of people that went into making this game for sure. Multiple disciplines, you know, untold numbers of hours, you know, and their labor and their time and their energy is worth something, obviously. So it always feels a little skeevy for a guy like me to come around and go, hey, well, if you maybe not buy it full price, wait for a Steam sale. Like, I realize that, you know, kind of comes off a little shitty sometimes, right?
It seems stuck. There must be a way to fix it.
So, like many things, right? You gotta try to find the balance. Like, what's the right way to kind of look at it? Yeah, Chrono Gear did look good though, for sure. I kind of like that we don't even have to mess with the oxygen meter. Swimming in video games, especially like 3D platformers, can be exhausting. Partly because you're having to like juggle the realism of trying to breathe in the water. Think the wolf guy's a little sus? I'm fairly sure we can trust him. I'm fairly sure. Alright, so... Oh, I see what this is. I see. Yeah. So you can let go. I'll recall him. Yeah. So I'll mess with that one. Can I get him into this one? Oh, here we go.
I'll wait for you here.
That lowers that thing down. Right, I can put him there. I was hoping I could like have him slide through there, and I could pull it. There we go. You just gotta kind of hold it, and if I let go, yeah, it's one of those. Okay. So So I'll place him there. Oh, it's because I haven't been here before. Okay, that's why. In my mind, I was like, what am I missing? All right, can I pull this underwater? I can pull it underwater. That's cool. Oh, and that one stays. Okay, well, that's a relief. Text lore entries strewn about. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I love it. I don't know if I love... Yeah, I can recall him. The lore dumps are a little weird. A bit much, maybe, even.
Lily.
And they're kind of hard to follow, and that's kind of how the game's been, really, the whole time. The way the story's been conveyed has been kind of like... I don't know, a little disjointed. It's a little bit herky-jerky. It jerks around a little bit. Is it like the character shadow? Well, the little fella, you probably saw it just there.
Let's keep
where
exploring. I'm sure we'll find something else to help us with this engine further in.
It's kind of our companion, and he can manifest in different ways. One of which is he has a human form that like you can direct in some instances. But can't get with that one. Can I send the dude up there? Not just yet. So I can jump up. What I need is that robot fella. That's what I really need, because I think we need to, like, tickle those things as well. Get back this way, see if there's anything else in the other room. Not a big fan of oxygen meters. Yeah, exactly. It just gets in the way. The game's looking pretty close to done. I mean, there's definitely some stuff that could, I think, be polished for sure. And that one's going. And I assume the devs are probably working on a couple of, you know, various patches or like bug fixes, because I've seen other people on Steam and other places kind of chime in that, yeah, they feel that there's things kind of getting in the way of like full enjoyment of this game. This one's off limits. Right. Can't do it. Yeah. So I'm hoping that, yeah, these last, hopefully, well, I don't know. I don't want to like assume how simple these things are to fix, but yeah, some of the things that need some extra polishings, hopefully that's not going to be, you know, hopefully they have like the budget to do so. The cool little slow down animation. I like that one. Little slow motion times. If you grab one of those things for me. There we go. Can I break the barrels? I cannot break the barrels. What about Big Sword? Can Big Sword break the barrels? Nah. It's not really a gathering resources kind of game. Like, there are some secrets for sure, but not like a break open the barrel and find crafting materials kind of game necessarily. Which is fine. It doesn't need that kind of material, that kind of functionality. Dungeon key.
This
A key for the dungeon,
doesn't
you
look
say?
like the key to one of the engines.
You're right. We can use it to open a door inside the mine.
So it'd be this door over here. That's a big old honking key looking hole thing. Yeah, it is. Yes, now we're getting in like kind of more like Zelda dungeon kinds of vibes, which is kind of what I was hoping to see.
Lily!
Low energy, low effort solution for the lore dump. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it feels, right? For me personally, like I could forgive some of the parts that maybe are a little bit rougher on the edges, some parts that maybe need some polishing.
Let's take a closer
But that's the thing, yeah. For somebody, you know, presumably there's not a ton of people who would have necessarily requested a review key for this game. I would assume that most people that play this game probably bought it on Steam, and since it's fairly new, they would have got it probably fairly close to full price. So that's where it can be a little bit tricky sometimes when making those kinds of recommendation calls. Like some games, you know, you play it. Oh, we got a ranged weapon. That's exciting. You play it and it's like, this is an obvious recommendation. We played Catanaut last week, and I adored that game. Like, that's like a, you know, this game, and I think it's like 10, 20 bucks. Like, I would pay 40 bucks for that game. That game is incredible.
We just got a new weapon, too.
Oh, hello. I saw there's a health bar down there. I was like, what's going on there? Right, so equip. Yeah. Of course, I would much rather...
Now all we need to do is find a way out of here.
And then the music stops very abruptly. I'd much rather have mouse and keyboard for that. I'm kind of curious. Okay, that's for that one. I'm kind of curious. Yeah, like, would mouse and keyboard be legit? Alt. That's what Alt is. T. R. U. E. Tab. Control. Shift. Okay. Let's look. I'm kind of curious what the keybinds would be. Settings. Huh. Oddly enough, I don't have the extra part of the UI. Oh, okay. All right, so here's what's going on here. Yeah, it's like there's like settings, and then there's like sub setting, like a sub tabs kind of thing going on here. If I do this with mouse keyboard, okay, you just keep pressing E. Yeah, it's not really telling you. There's like tabs underneath here. So controller bindings. What about keyboard bindings? Yeah. So bow is, oh, it is right click. Okay, because when I right clicked it, used the fancy sword. Okay. Yeah. So just improvise here. Yeah. Oh, I have to right. Okay, right click again. There we go. I don't know. I know the game was really trying to emphasize, like, we really recommend that you play with a gamepad. Like, gamepad is extremely recommended. But I usually, if I can help it, I usually do kind of prefer mouse keyboard. So yeah, I might just do mouse keyboard for a little bit and just kind of see how it feels. Especially now we have a bow. Oh, that's a little bit too sensitive. Yeah, like, so some kind of like UI thing. Because like, yeah, on the top four, we have these 4 tabs, but then you get into settings and there's sub tabs kind of implied. It's a kind of a weird UI quirk. It's still a little bit sensitive. 1.2. Sometimes less is more. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Yeah, a lot of the games don't like overdo it on the lower. Yeah. And maybe that's why the pacing feels just kind of a little bit strange, because yeah, with this game, it simultaneously feels like they're throwing kind of everything at you all at once, and also sometimes feels like not a lot of is being explained to you at a given time. Like, it's weird kind of have that combination of extremes where it's like I'm being jerked around, but I'm being jerked around and I don't know what's happening, and I'm also being over explained to. Yeah, it's kind of an odd combination.
Thanks.
Huh? For what?
For saving me?
Oh, of course. I certainly couldn't let you fall. Would have been a terrible end to our journey.
Trying to get the right sensitivity. Like right now, it's like, it feels like it's hardly moving at all. When I brought it up to like 1.5, it was too much. Yeah, like right now, it feels too sensitive, yeah. I'm trying to find that sweet spot. Get the cool. Oh, and that's kind of cool too if you complete a there we go. Yeah, if you complete like the perfect timing on that little cartwheel move and continue to press the melee button, then you'll get like a nice finishing, or not finishing, but like kind of a nice like kind of bonus attack. Yeah, it seems like, oh, I know what it is. So when you're inside of combat, oh, that's bizarre. So when you're inside of combat, the mouse sensitivity changes. So when you're in like sword mode, It's real touchy. And then when you wait a bit, she puts the sword back in the scabbard. There we go. And then you're in outside of combat mode, and then the camera is like, well, actually, it's better now. I don't know. It's like it. Oh, okay. Now it's gone into the sluggish mode. Yeah. All right. So I probably will just do gamepad then, because at least it's fairly consistent on gamepad. But yeah, there's like a weird. There's like some weird like sensibility. There's like there's like sensibility modes, or like. Actually, it makes me wonder. Was there a second thing I was supposed to mess with? Yeah, camera, mouse, and camera controller. Yeah, that should be it. Yeah, so I don't know. That's just weird. Again, weird little quirks of, and hopefully these are things that could be addressed with like a future patch, you know, with future refining of things.
We have to be faster than that.
Gotta be faster. Gotcha. I'll have him do the thing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'll have you do the thing if you would be so kind. One, two. Oh, sure enough, I gotta be faster. What if I pull it? Not that it really make too much of a difference. I was doing this on gamepad, not the bestest. The mouse keyboard makes it a little bit. Mouse aiming in particular makes it a little bit easier. Yeah, the audio mixing. Yeah, that's one of my kind of pet peeves right now, is that you've probably noticed it too. Right now, the music is nearly inaudible. It's very quiet because I've turned the music down a decent bit in the audio settings. Yeah, so it's about half volume. But then when the battle starts, it's full blast. So, which is a little bit weird. All right, so there we go. Then button.
Good. Now there's only one more to go.
Now, does that mean the one that was in that other room will be usable? Because earlier I was like, I clicked onto it, and she like instantly was letting go of it, like as if there was something that I was missing. And maybe there is. Or maybe there was. Maybe, but I'm hoping now that 2 pistons are going. And that'll be sufficient. I think it was this one right here.
Now we can start the engine.
Yeah, it's like I go to press it. She just immediately kind of lets go of it. We use the key to activate it. If I hold X, a little bit weird. Oh, I see what this is. These 2 things. Now we're good. Now we're good. That was the piece. There we go.
Saudi, please tell me that was the last one.
It looks like it
Jackie.
was. Now we can go back to the blacksmith.
Good. I can't
Reply,
wait to go home.
we wouldn't have to fight a boss before we can leave, could we? Ratchet and Clank was good at that kind of thing too. Yeah, I've actually never played Ratchet and Clank. I've watched people stream them and I've watched like YouTube playthroughs. They look like games I would absolutely have loved, or even would still love. Honestly, they look like they'd be my cup of tea for sure. And I know there's like a collection of them that are on the Epic Game Store, or maybe it's on Steam even. I can't remember. But yeah, I think it's something I would be really into, because yeah, there was that whole era of Insomniac games, and what were the other developers? Insomniac and shit, I can't remember the other developers. But anyway, yeah, just really cool PS1, PS2 era platformers. That I mean, I was a Nintendo kid, so I never had a PlayStation anything back in the day. But yeah, I look back on a lot of those games like Spyro and Jak and Daxter and Crash Bandicoot. Like, oh man, I would have loved all that shit. Absolutely. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. Repurposing, picking up what you're putting down. Third one's really good. Yeah. Yeah, I know for Ratchet and Clank, I know, yeah, I think the second and third were the ones that seems like most folks really like. I seem to recall hearing the first one's good.
Wayfarer spirit.
But yeah, numbers 2 and 3 are extra good. Purifying the Void. Okay, so yeah, I have these things to use for upgrades. Some more health, more mana. More attacks for the sword. Nice. This little shopkeeper fella. Very nice. Up your arsenal, deadlock are good. Yeah. Yeah, because that's the thing. There's like the original, I guess, trilogy of the PS2. And then, yeah, there's games beyond that. And I guess a couple spin-offs. Oh, I know Jack and Daxter. Same kind of thing there too, but I guess that series has been kind of dormant for a while. Yeah, no, I think all those games are all those series of things I would really enjoy for sure. Get lost easily? Gotcha. Luck just for us. Altars of Travel. We've seen the fast travel stations, but that's for going to places we've already been to. Personal reasons. He's making a necklace. A necklace of lost souls. Souls of the damned. Kind of linear. Right, which means you're less likely to get lost, which is fair. Probably less backtracking too. Buttery smooth. Ooh, that's impressive. Sometimes that's not how it goes, right? We've all had that where you go back and play a game from your childhood and you're like, oh man, this is not as smooth as I remember it being. So do I want more life for me or more energy for the dude? I can definitely not afford more for him. I could do one more life for myself. Or maybe I could just save. You know, oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is the stuff I'd be more inclined to check out. Do special attacks for the big sword. Yeah, I think I want to hang on to those. Or hold out for those, rather. So we'll save for now. We'll come back later. Come back to the blacksmith and see if he has... is able to now direct us to what we need to get
now
to.
Let's go back to the blacksmith so he can tell us where the keeper's apprentice is.
Oh, that's what it was. I was like, I had that moment. I was like, oh shit, what were we there for? I can't remember. What did we need him for? And that's what it was. It was because he was like, scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. I'll tell you the information you need if you get that mine up and running for me. Yeah. Oh, except, that's bullshit. I did the perfect dodge and everything, but I still got got. And randomly losing the lock is kind of not fun too. Not sure why it was like perfectly silent. Oh, you have to finish him with arrow. And it just falls over. That's I don't know if I love that. Do you have to like... You have to kill him with an arrow shot? Unless there's a way to lock on with an arrow. I should try that next time. Is like see if there's a way to lock on with the bow and arrow. Get him, buddy. No. And with that, did that give me another thing? He gave me 2 more. That's enough to afford a new attack. People wanted an open world game? Oh, man. Well, there was that, like, moment in time where everybody was making open world games because of Grand Theft Auto, right? I know a lot of us remember those days. Everybody was getting at, like, oh, let's make a sandbox game. Let's make an open world game. And everybody wanted that GTA 3, GTA Vice City money. So, yeah, like, every other series was like, let's make a sandbox game. And sometimes it worked. Other times it did not. And that was how it went in those days. I remember those days all too well. Do I want new special attack or new special attack? Do I want that thingy or that thingy? Oh, this one looks cool. I'm sure they're both good. Did I get it? Unlock a new... Oh, well, I guess I get it because it spent my money. I'll just assume that works. Did I get it? Here, I'll... Actually, I guess I have no way to know until... Because I'm guessing that's like a special attack. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I see it now. Twin attacks again. Strike enemies from a distance. Cool. Neat. I can see why, because you know, the big sword takes mana from Sadie to use. So I can see where mana for mana for Sadie specifically would be quite valuable. I'm surprised it's that expensive though. I would think 10 would maybe be enough because it's like 8 to get a life up for Lily. Interesting. Well, we have the ability to shoot the range fellers. Should do me something, right? Airlock could be easier, yeah, especially like in that kind of situation where you're kind of up close and personal with very much melee guys. Yeah, that dude, it was kind of awkward trying to get up close with that guy and just shoot him from up close, from point blank. We're all dating ourselves. Well, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I mean, you know, I'm talking about like the PS2, Xbox, kind of GameCube era. I mean, the early 2000s. I remember that shit, man. I remember. And mostly good memories. You know, mostly good memories of that era. There were aspects of that era that were frustrating, but I would say it was. I'll take the good and the bad. There's a little dude. Can I boop the little dude? I would like to boop the little dude. Can I boop the snoot? Oh, give him love. He's being nice. Nice little buddy. Lots of animal friends. And of course, we already know that these guys also, well, sometimes accept pets. Sometimes. Okay, well, I don't want to leave this guy out. I can't just pet one of them. Come on, I gotta pet both. I'm not a monster. If one gets lovies, they both gotta get lovies. I don't want one being jealous. The sword is cool. It is cool. It is cool, especially like the juiced up sword. I think it's really cool. It's a little bit clunky to use, like the animations are, like it looks cool, but yeah, like putting it in practice is a little bit unwieldy in actual combat. Frog. I boop the frog. Boop. I'm out of here. Can I do it for every frog? Boop. See you later. Not literally everyone, though. Okay. Well, this place is cool, but this is as far as we can go here. Presumably the blacksmith will give us something that'll point us in this direction eventually. Since we have the bow now, we're able to knock out the little chompy boys that require ranged attacks to dwindle. Did I play Prince of Persia? Yes, I played the first one. Well, Sands of Time, that is. I never played the OG. But yeah, I did play the Sands of Time. And I loved it. Great game. I never played the subsequent games. I heard that like the ones after the first one were, or after the Sands of Time were just kind of okay. I've heard the Sands of Time was like definitely one you ought to check out, but heard after that it kind of got a little bit mixed, bit of a mixed bag. More rolling movement would be kind of cool. Yeah, you've probably noticed like the dodge mechanic. The dodge mechanic is fine, and there's like a perfect dodge timing thing you can do, which is also just kind of okay. It never feels great, but it doesn't feel terrible. So, yeah, you know, I would say I've felt worse in a game like this, in an action RPG kind of like this. Got the mine up and running. That's right. Sands of Time, yeah, Sands of Time is good. I would love to replay that at some point. Because I haven't played it since it first came out, which means it's been a hot minute. Because I guess that game probably came out about 20 years ago. Probably around 2005. I think it's on good old games, maybe even Steam. I'm sure there's a PC port that that is all, very much like relatively easy to play, like, compatible with modern operating systems, hopefully. Alright, so he means that we're looking for Azal, which is... that was like our... Hold on. I remember who Azal is. Oh, that's the dude who is... Yeah, the elderly guy. I think. Wait, or maybe he was our dad? I can't remember. Or maybe just like a village elder.
Time for nothing.
What do you mean?
We could have skipped all of that if you just asked for the name of the apprentice. I've known Azal forever.
Me? Why did it have to be me?
Don't you need to be escorted to the monastery because being the brains means you're too weak and scrawny to make the journey alone?
I am not too weak. I need you because...
Sure, whatever. Next time, just make sure you actually use that monk intelligence.
That is an odd plot device where it's like, oh yes, you have to go in this dungeon and do this favor for this blacksmith. Just for him to tell you the name of a person that you already know. That was a little bit strange. That was a little bit strange. The good news, though, is that it doesn't take us very long to get there. We're getting down to the part of the game we're already pretty familiar with. Ever played Sands of Time back in the day? Yeah. It's a stressful game. It's a very, very good game. I remember some of the sequences do get pretty tough. Oh, it looks like I went the wrong way. Okay. Yeah, I was so confident in knowing the right direction to go, and here I am, just going the wrong way. I thought it was back in the base. Or back like kind of near our house. It's over this way. Now, especially some of the later parts of the game. That game does get a little bit tricky. Like, some of the combat sequences were really well done and really fun. Like, very engaging, but yeah, it did kind of ask a lot of the player after a certain point. But yeah, very much worth it. A very worthwhile game to play. Highly recommend. Oh, looks like it got taken over by the bad stuff. Not terribly surprising. Fucked up. Not the good kind. I want to take care of these guys first. Go ahead and have you get eaten. Thank you. And then for you, get eaten next. But not you. Okay. The wrong guy targeted. Oh, did I forget the... Oh, it's... That's weird. I was mashing B and I wasn't doing the dodge. Maybe I ran out of stamina. Maybe there is some kind of stamina. Go and get him. So sure enough, there is no way to target with the ranged attack. That's okay. Yeah, there was that moment where I was like trying to dodge, and I'm not sure if my control was being weird, if I was pressing the wrong button, but I feel like let's get the right one. Whatever reason, it was being a little bit scrungy.
No sign of Azal.
Maybe I can use my powers to track him down.
Because that's the thing, this whole time we've been unable to get into the person's house, or like knock on the door even, so he's presumably away. The save system is cool. Yes, the way the whole game is portrayed as like a story being told. Yeah, the way the game overs work. Yeah, it's a good game. Very good game. And yeah, just talking about it makes me want to replay it. And eventually play the other ones, honestly. But yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion Sands of Time would probably still be my favorite of the bunch. Let's see. That's we've gone that way already. Oh, it says use him to find where he went. Like, is there a... told why. That's like cool, but not quite what I was hoping for. Use his abilities to help track him down.
Found you. Follow me.
Ah, that's what that is. Okay. I wonder what that is on. It's what that's been on the overlay. Down this way. Remember liking that game? Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah, I'm sure it probably holds up pretty darn well too. I always remember the lady that you kind of meet, the kind of presumed love interest that you end up working with, and how she has the bow and arrow, and it's fun how, like, whenever you're in a combat situation, she'll help you out by shooting at the bad guys, but inevitably there'll be moments where you're fighting a bad guy all up in their grill with melee attacks, and suddenly an arrow shoots you in the back, and you hear, oh shit, sorry. Just those kinds of moments are fun. Kind of annoying, obviously, but at the same time, it's charming. That's the Brits that brought us here in the first place. Was... Oh, you hold it. On the right way. Right general direction. That's a good game. It's very well made. Yeah, good like art direction. Yeah, good. I've seen recall like the voice acting was good. Good animation. I always like how the melee attacks, like the melee combat, like flowed very well. I always thought like it flowed very well and just looked really, really cool. You know, it's like very, very large on the UI. Back at our house, is that the idea? Our house in the middle of our street? I think it's behind the house. I guess you can kind of see on the map there. Second one's pretty good. That's good, yeah. I don't know, I can't recall the details. All I know is that I heard through the grapevine that after some point, the subsequent games get less consistently good. I go down. Well, I can't go down that way. There's probably some other path. I mean, there is the little indicator on the map, but that's for the guy's house, which you've already seen. Yeah, first one. Yeah, first one's a banger. Yeah. I know, like, beyond a certain point, they started making the games a lot more mature. Started making the games a little bit more edgy, kind of more kind of gunning for an older audience, which is not a bad thing necessarily. But I almost wonder maybe if that's maybe why, for some folks, it kind of left a less than ideal impression on them compared to the first one. The slow motion, yeah, the slow motion mechanics were fantastic. They really, really were. Wonder. I have him do this thing. I guess I can move this one. Actually, no, I can't even move it at all. I'm wondering because yeah, we originally moved these things to be because they were sideways. I wonder if I could use that to jump on that guy, but these levers are not interactable. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to use one of these things? Let's see. I figure like, oh, here we go. This looks encouraging. Because yeah, there was a point beyond which we could not proceed. Now, let's go this way. Yeah, this is encouraging. Something that kind of leads behind where we came from, where we started rather. Now wait, now we're going back towards this area. I mean, I guess if I'm like, as the crow flies heading the right way. Oh god, now it looks weird. Oh wait, I think that's. Oh yeah, that's the area I tried to go earlier. Interesting to have us kind of go through this whole sequence only to kind of double back this way. Although I guess we weren't you know, necessarily implore to check out this area, but I wanted to on my own accord. Making it like more mature themed. Yeah, I don't know. I think for some folks it just felt forced. I think if I had to guess, that might have been the frustration.
There he is.
There he is.
It's Azal.
He's just chilling. Yeah, and also I guess it was also part of the trend. I think that was part of the concern there too. Like that was like the trendy thing to do back in those days, kind of mid to late 2000s. You had like this trend of being like, oh, this is a game for gamers. Yeah, not a game for kids. Let's make it M-rated. Let's have the guys throw out some uncensored hex, and let's have some blood. And like, does it really add to the experience? Like in some cases, yes, it does. But yeah, the whole like gritty, kind of more jaded character. Like I don't know. I think there was some resistance, at least by some folks, that says like, you know, I like the first game because it was charming and fun and lighthearted. Now we're going into like edgelord shit and Hot Topic and like, you know, that kind of aesthetic. Not to like speak ill of it necessarily, but it just, I think for some folks it just felt out of place. I still want to play it all, and honestly, looking back now, I actually think that kind of thing is kind of fun. It's kind of fun playing a game like that like leaned heavily into the edgelord shit. You know, brooding and edgelord and yeah, and dark and menacing, and I'm such a misunderstood lost soul. Like, it's kind of fun now. Like back in those days, clearly it was earnest, and clearly there was presumably an attempt to connect to people that felt that way. But nowadays it feels a little cartoonish. Like when there's someone like, I'm so dark and my soul is evil. It's like, oh, okay, come on, man. Like this is like this is satire, right? So now going back and seeing something that kind of evokes that energy, it's a little bit more fun. It's a little bit more fun. Like, oh, this is like, I remember those days. Yeah. And maybe the reason for that is because I'm older. And I'm looking back on like my teenage years and shit like that. Maybe that's why it's easier for me to kind of smirk and kind of like have some fun with that kind of energy. A lot of Warhammer lore is like extra grimdark. Well, the great thing about Warhammer lore is there's also like just everyone's terrible. It's not so much everyone's like, oh, I'm a broody brood. It's like, no, everyone's legitimately like committing war crimes. So there's that, I guess. That's the thing, yeah. Like the sort of like pseudo Hot Topic, like broody brood and dark and evil is like, okay, that's one thing. But then you have Warhammer over here, where it's it's like actual war crimes, actual like awful atrocities being committed across the board. It's like, oh no, these people really mean it. These guys over here, they just like the vibe. These guys over here, they mean that shit. That's fucked up. That shit is fucked. First, the apprentices. Trying to reach the shrine, and I think we know where the shrine is. It just has the stuff in front of it. There's the brooding space marines. You're probably not wrong. You know, Meerkat, my only exposure to the Space Marine stuff really is the first two games. Space Marine 1 and 2. So I'm sure like in the books and like other lore that has like, that gets into the Imperium, I'm sure there's a lot more to it. Infinite and the Divine. I don't think I recognize that one. Is that a is that a, you said listen to it. Is it like a podcast or like an audiobook? Dyed black hair, bangs. That is actually kind of fun. And we're not talking Chaos Marines. We're not talking Chaos Marines. We're talking Space Marines, like the Imperium fellers. Audiobook? Yeah. Makes sense. I used to work for a bookstore, so I remember that. Oh. Like how that kind of goes to the way that was kind of being drawn in front of us. I used to work for a bookstore, so I remember remember getting to peruse their audiobook selections. I haven't listened to an audiobook in a long time. Is this the place? Oh, the little dudes. Yeah, the little guys just walk up, combo them once, they're donezo. Oh, Raven Guard. Okay, yes, that makes sense. I think I've seen their stuff before. Like they're like how they look visually. That does ring a bell. Little fellas, just chilling. I can't walk up to them and boop them on the snoot, unfortunately. I would love to. I'd boop them if I could. And I like climb into here. Yep, I'm in my box. Is this? I'm guessing this is not the temple. This will lead us to the temple. It says free the altar. Oh. Find a switch so I can shoot that thing. Was it a management job? Oh, it was retail. Nah, it was retail. I was for those in North America, it was Borders. Back before Borders went the way of the dodo. The whole company went kaput in like 2011.
Blocking the road to the altar. Let's explore the altar. I'm sure we'll be able to find a way in somehow.
No, I was a retail. I was a retail guy, bookseller, cashier. Also worked at the cafe, so sort of a barista. But yeah, worked there for all 4 years of college. Oh, one. That was 1 of 3. Ah, there's more. Where that came from. Does he? I can't just shoot. I think I gotta do the sword one. Gotta do the sword stuff. What if I just jump? If I just make a break for it. Oh, yes.
Great. Now there's one more to go.
Not too bad. Was it a good job? It was all right. I mean, it was retail. You know, no matter how you slice it, retail is sometimes not very glamorous. It was, as far as college jobs go, it was. I could have done a lot worse. Before that, I worked food service. So yeah, my pipeline for part-time jobs throughout high school and college was McDonald's for 2 years, and then my last 2 years of high school, and then Borders, the bookstore chain, for all 4 years of college. And then my senior year of college, I also worked as a TA for one of my professors, and also worked in a research project. Worked on a research project for another one of my senior year in particular was quite busy, but I gotta go the other way. But yeah, I would say, yeah, retail. You know, it's anything that is service industry oriented is, you know, potentially gonna have its moments, right? And Lord knows working at Borders had its moments. There were also moments that were cool, though. I would say I liked it more than I liked working at McDonald's. I liked it more than I liked food service. So there is that. That's the thing, though, because I worked sometimes in the cafe in the back, it meant that I also had the food service experience. So for better or for worse, I had the full gambit there. But no, it was fine, though, honestly. Like, I know plenty of people that had much worse experiences working retail, you know, in their respective establishment than I did. So, you know, despite some misgivings with my experience, like, it was fine. And obviously the company was not managed very well, because clearly the company went under. Actually, not too long after I quit, because I got a full-time job after graduating college as a developer. So yeah, clearly they were having their own struggles. And pull that. Let's go this way first. I have a good feeling about this. This is quite good. This is quite, yeah, 8.8 out of 10. Love Borders back in the day. Yeah, I mean, it's a, oh shit, it's a bummer. You know, it's a bummer when a chain like that goes under. There were some pretty serious missteps they had along the way. You know, they never really took the whole e-reader situation very seriously. Of course, Amazon obviously ate their breakfast very consistently, like over and over again when it came to the competition. And even Barnes and Noble had their Nook, their own e-reader. Like Borders never really took their web presence very seriously either. So a number of missteps and like questionable investments that obviously did not come to fruition. But even still, you know, it's a bookstore chain that's not around anymore. The nice thing is that a bunch of those locations did get bought up by Barnes & Noble or Books A Million or Half Price Books. Some of the other kind of smaller chains, well, Barnes & Noble's not small, but some of the other bookstore chains that were their competition. But yeah, still, it's, you know, it's fewer bookstores, which is a bummer. Plop him on that guy. Oh, and I pull this. Can I pull it? Am I not allowed? Is that against the rules? Oh, I step on this one, though. What do? What'd it do? I don't know what it do. Call him back. I can come on that one. Okay. Oh, I see. Everything was expensive as fuck at Borders. Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly, Argasso, exactly. I remember that shit. And Argasso, you probably know the strat, right? The strat was to, like, just get those 40% off coupons that they would email out multiple times a week. That was the pro strat, because, like, yeah, buying things full price there was a fool's errand. Yeah, what you did is you wouldn't get a full price, so you just wait, go for them coupons, sign up for them Borders Rewards emails. And that was what they, oh, I can't reach them. Here's your places. Wanna be here? Yeah, you go there, I'll be here. Oh, what am I doing? It's already open. I just fucking sorted. There we go. Big sword? I think I have to recall you. Big sword. Oh my god. Do I just shoot? Oh, now I can't do the shoots. Really? Right trigger? Nothing? Okay, I'll recall him. Oh, I can't use my bow when he's not there. I see. There we go. I want the big sword, yeah.
Now the path should be cleared.
There we go. Now we got it. The Black Friday stuff. Yeah. Any sort of discount, basically. Bargain bin, yeah. Oh, that's hilarious, too. I do remember their bargain section was full of bangers. Their bargain section would frequently have some pretty impressive stuff. And it was kind of cool. Like, I think that was like a big moneymaker for them, because like they were able to buy the books they were selling at bargain. They were able to buy them in bulk from like various distributors and sell them for, you know, like $5, obviously, which is, you know, a steal for some of them. But like in some of those cases, they were buying them wholesale. So that was kind of one of their nicer financial arrangements that I think worked well in their favor. You know, it wasn't all missteps from them, which was good. I can appreciate Elgasso's strat, though. I never had the wherewithal to attempt such a feat. We've done both the things. Does that mean up here is open? Ought to be.
Done on my end. Your turn.
Boop. Get him, boy. We got the 2 of the thingies. I'm up to 6 of them right now, which is pretty good. Quite good. Quite good. Boss battle, maybe? Free the altar. Free them. Free them from their prison.
Home is still taken by the corruption. Let's keep moving. There might be something there.
Follow the void. Evil Wispies. We're either gonna have to fight statue or something Some spirit embodied that the statue is embodying, maybe. Or maybe it'll be here. I just that open area seemed kind of suspect. Kind of sus.
Just as I thought.
Oh yeah, do that one. Like when you do that finishing move, it hits everybody in the range. I saw the Y thing pop up. I got excited. Swing. Woo. Take a little bit of damage. Have him snag one of these. Just one. Thank you for the health. Anything else before I go and unleash this thing? Let's fucking do it. Alright. And then I got the void cores, very good. But I thought I saw an interact thing. Yeah. Oh, with these things. Yep. So the idea is gotta catch it, I say. Okay. Now kiss. Oh, altar has been cleansed. The evil, like, little fishy things.
Well, we're done here.
Lizard
Let's
fishy
go back
boys.
now.
And we've been taking care of business of those guys, but then we got the good little fishy boys. Got the nice waters. Very cool. The waterfalls. Very, very cozy. Cozy faux shozy. We go back to the main altar area. And if there's a boss battle incoming, I'll be right there. 120. We'll wrap up in a little bit here. At least want to see what this little area is going to be right here. Because, yeah, this seems like there's going to be some stuff. And a cutscene. Big warthog man. Can I boop him on the snoot? Can I pet that dog? I couldn't pet that dog.
The light is coming back. The light, twin of the Enuma, brings life and energy to the world. That's why we have to free the altars.
That's what the thing I received was. I guess that's kind of indicative of what I was saying earlier, where it's like it's just kind of herky jerky, right? It's just a thing will happen in a cutscene, and yeah, it's a weird combination of I'm being over-explained, but also I have no idea what's happening. It's like I feel like things are long on the tooth at times, but in the same breath I will say it's like there's still like a lack of clarity sometimes. Thank goodness for the mini-map. I would really struggle with that thing.
We have to reach the first shrine. There's a dock from which we have to sail. Kimio is probably already waiting for us.
Let's hurry then. I need to get this over with as soon as possible.
Let's see. We trying to remember. Oh, that leads us back to the first area. Okay. I remember the significance of that little area. How far away are we talking? I might just do the fast travel. You're being dragged. That is a very good way to describe it, Meerkat. It's like we're being, kind of dragged through a story versus being encouraged to explore. The game is quite linear. I mean, there's like the overworld or the area, like appears open. It appears open like at first glance, But yeah, there are some pretty harsh limitations on... I shouldn't say harsh, but there's definitely some limitations on, like, I want to go this area first. Like, oh, sorry, you got to go through this other area. And if you begin to venture down that path, there'll be an invisible wall that blocks you. Yeah, we're kind of being led through a story area. It doesn't really feel like we're necessarily contributing much to it. Like, we are contributing because we're the main characters, but it doesn't feel like we're like too involved in the happenings. It's just things are kind of happening to us.
How much longer till we reach the shrine?
Patience.
Where's that little guy?
We shouldn't be too
Meow.
far.
I wonder, what if I try shooting him? Yeah. I was thinking maybe that was it. He's just a little guy. Just a little fella. We, of course, do have the wherewithal to deal with this situation. Get little dude. Eat him up. Yum, yum, eat him up. Chomp. Maybe this will be... Well, again, I feel like we saw the temple at the beginning, I think is what it's called. We saw it, and it was like... We couldn't get close to it because of the corruption. Whoa! My goodness, what an enormous performance drop. Holy cannoli. Oh, buddy. Out of nowhere. This game has been, I think, performing relatively well. But, oh man, something just shit the bed real bad. Wow, wow, wee wow. Do not adjust your television sets. This is absolutely what I'm seeing right now. Oh. Oh man, this is painful. I hope there wasn't like a memory leak that just shat the bed or something like that. Oh, it's just a real big area. It's just a real big area. All right, well, I need to like... Oh, boy. Oh, buddy. All right, well, we need to go this way. Whoop. Struggling. Oh, we're struggling. Oh, my God. This is painful. I mean, it's a shame because, you know, there was some shenanigans for sure. Like, we were seeing the thing where when you use the special attack, it was like a... There was like a 1 in 3 chance that the special attack would go off without any sort of lag. So yeah, we definitely saw some goofs with not the bestest of performance, but this is... Ooh, I'm not gonna miss words. This is awful. This is awful, and I hate to say it, but it's also almost unplayable. All right, what's going on here? What can I do about this? Let's go low and low. Not much better. Okay, it's not that. Not much better. Let's go down. Turn that off. It's like, yeah, could I turn... Is it like a motion blur I can turn off? Oh my God. If there's any improvements to be felt, they are... It is impossible to tell. Oof. Could be a memory leak. It could be. It could be. Yeah. Oh yeah, what was the thing we picked up? An altar object, yeah. What we could do... Here, let's restore last checkpoint. Let's see if maybe that'll do something. It could be a memory leak. It's happened. Usually, here's the thing. Usually when a memory leak happens, it's slower. It's a more gradual decline. Instead of suddenly all at once. Usually. Usually that's how it works. Usually, like, you notice shenanigans gradually. There was nothing gradual about that. It was like, I entered the new zone, it was like, oh! So yeah, some fuckery happened there. Put those back. Now this is not to say we're not going to have that same situation happen. Once we get back to that spot. The best I can figure is that it's a very real possibility that this is a thing with my graphics card. Or my type of graphics card. Because I have an AMD graphics card. I have an AMD, what do I have? 6800 XT. AMD 6800 XT, so, a good graphics card, but like, NVIDIA is still kind of the industry standard, and sometimes with indie games in particular, there will be like cool things they do that work great for NVIDIA cards, but shit the bed horribly sometimes, like performance-wise with AMD. Usually it's not so much performance, usually it just doesn't look as good, or it looks a little different, or looks a little bit, kind of, looks a little like crusty, a little scrungy. So we'll see. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. But, yeah, it's entirely possible it's maybe something with my card. Because I'm one of those weird AMD users. Go down to 720p mode. Oh, I see what you mean, like lower the resolution. You know what, that's a good point. I did not think to lower the resolution. I did not think to lower. That was the one thing I didn't try. I'll try that next. If we get that same spot and it eats butt. Not the good kind. Not the good kind of butt eating. There's the little dude. Saw him last time. Now, interestingly enough, it saved the checkpoint that I had knocked this thing down. This one here. But it did not save the checkpoint to, like, spawn me here. But here... Well, let's see. Yeah, when did it shit the bed? It was, like... somewhere around here, and it's behaving itself. I almost don't want to say that out loud, but yeah. Oh no, I hacked it because I saw this red glowy thing and I got excited. All right, streamer fix. Oh shit. Hold on. No, I want to lower. Oh shit. Oh no, not Italian. Shit. I'm struggling. Every day I'm struggling. Here we go. Hello? Oh, okay, yes. Can I not change? Windowed. Yes? And now change? Why can I not change? Is it really locked at 1080p? Really? Huh. It's, yeah, no, oh, there we go. Okay, that's one. Okay, ooh, don't like that one. I'm like, oh, you have to press it a bunch. Give me that 720, baby. Come on, keep. Have a good night, Apilov. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Thanks for chilling with us, bud. Do I have older graphics cards? No, I do not. The only graphics cards I've had over the years, because this is my, this has been my only, like, main computer I've ever had. Here we go. The one I had before my AMD that I have right now, my 6800 XT, was an NVIDIA. It was a 980 Ti. But I gave it to one of my friends because one of his buddies was building his first rig and he wanted a first GPU. So I don't have my old one anymore. It's just as well, though, because it was a refurbished 980 Ti, and I used it for 8 years. And that thing was a powerhouse. That thing did a very good job. But yeah, it definitely struggles. It definitely struggles with modern stuff. Speaking of struggling, oh my god, yeah. Dang. Well, how's about this? It's getting kind of late. Maybe I should go and call it here. Maybe this is the sign that I should go ahead and take this as my subtle, not so subtle indication for when to call it for the night. Yeah, that's a shame. That's a shame. I was kind of hoping we could at least get to like seeing the first like proper dungeon. I get like the mine was kind of a dungeon, kind of sort of. It was like a mini dungeon. got an achievement, apparently. Oh my god, it got just a billion achievement pop-ups very suddenly. It's kind of a bummer because what I was really hoping, I'll show you guys. There was something I was really hoping to see. Some things I was hoping to see. I feel like the majority of the stuff we saw, it was fine. You know, the graphics were pretty. There were cool cutscene moments I think looked kind of neat. Check out the trailer, though. The trailer for this game looks fucking wild. There's some really cool shit in the trailer. Like, we did see that moment, but like...
You will never pass the trials.
Like, the thing with, like, the subway cars, I'm like, what the hell is that? Like, that's so weird. Like, I was hoping to see... Yeah, like, whatever this is. Like, what the fuck? Like, modern times in the subway? What the hell? So, I don't know. Like, I was hoping to get, like, see some of that kind of, like, stuff. Some of the... I'm clicking around here. Some of the more, maybe surreal things, maybe. So, apparently there's, like, some really interesting stuff that happens in this game. Maybe even some open worldy things. I don't know. So I'm sure it gets better, basically, is what I'm kind of getting at. I'm sure the game gets better. I don't know. You could probably hear a lot of times I was struggling a little bit trying to, like, keep myself interested. It's one of those things where it's frustrating. As a streamer, you know, you try to, like, voice your thoughts. You try to describe how you're feeling about the game you're playing and why you're feeling it a certain way. And sometimes it's hard to, like, find the words for it. Sometimes it's hard to put words to, like, how you're feeling about the game you're playing. And then somebody like Meerkat wanders in and says, oh, it feels like we're being dragged through the story rather than exploring it, discovering it, and, like, feeling like you're part of it. And I'm like, well, damn, that pretty much nailed it. That pretty much nailed how I felt about it. I wouldn't not recommend it, but well, I'll say this much. I don't know if I would recommend it in its current state because there were some bugs, mostly minor. There was that one soft lock we had earlier that required reloading the checkpoint. And then this other thing we just landed on where the game becomes fucking unplayable in this one sequence. Presumably, if you get far enough along, whatever bad cell you've loaded into eventually gets unloaded. Maybe there's a compatibility mode thing. Maybe there's a, you know, surely I'm not the only one that's had this. So maybe if you check the Steam discussions board for this game, maybe someone has a fix. Maybe hopefully the devs are working on some patches. What the devs really would struggle to fix, I think, are the things Meerkat pointed out though. Like the beginning areas and those first couple cutscenes and, like, the characters you introduced to, there's, like, that feeling of, like, I don't want to say, like, who cares, but it's like, what is the significance? What is the significance of these characters? There's, like, kind of this like implied heaviness to certain moments and certain people that you meet and certain spirits you interact with. I don't know. It's like I'm being told to care about them versus being, like, guided into caring about them, right? It's like I'm being told this is important versus something happening and being kind of left to feel it's important on my own, like having it be a guided thing. So that herky jerkiness, like, that's a thing I don't know if you can really patch out. That's like a narrative direction thing that is a bit of is a little hard to get around. I don't want to say it's a deal breaker. And it's not a deal breaker for me. I would be down to play it more, but I would want to wait until some kind of patch can address that thing we saw at the end there. So I don't know. Of course, it's a dare drop game. You know, there's more dares to strive towards potentially. The problem is the dare drop campaign only goes for another couple. I want to say, like, for one more week, maybe a little less. So don't know how much I'll be able to play while the dare drop campaign is still going. I might mess around with it a little bit off stream. I might see if there's any mentions of this in the discussion board for this game. Again, usually when a thing like this happens, usually you're not the first person to have it happen too. So I might poke around a little bit and see if there's anything that jumps out at me as far as, like, other people having something similar, like the community hub. I'm hesitant to say it sucks. That's the thing though. I've played crappy games. This game isn't crappy. It's almost a worse thing to say, though, that it's kind of mediocre. You know? Like, that Morgenstern game we played was goofy as hell and was, in many ways, kind of kind of lame. Like in some ways the game was lame, but I had a blast playing it because it was goofy and it was like trying something, you know, a little bit more out there. And I don't know, I wouldn't necessarily swung for the fences. It wasn't like that ambitious, but it did what it did well enough, and I could ignore its shortcomings or kind of gloss over them because I was having a fun time. This one, it's just kind of mediocre, and that's almost worse. You know, it's almost worse if a game is mediocre. I mean, that being said, I've played games where I was like, yo, this thing is awful. Like, I've played games that were bad, and it's a chore, and it's miserable, and you're, like, unhappy while you're playing it. Versus a thing you can kind of, like, either laugh at or at least kind of have it be like a fun meta experience, right? It's like a Mystery Science Theater. Like, you know, it's easy to laugh at a bad movie shown in Mystery Science Theater versus like finding enjoyment in non-standard ways when something kind of falls flat on its face, still like getting something enjoyable out of it. Yeah, shit than mid. Yeah, I hate to say it, but yeah, this game in its current state at least is kind of mid. Yeah, they could patch up certain things, they could polish certain things, but yeah, I'll say this much, at least like plot-wise is kind of mid. Maybe if we could have gotten to like the first proper dungeon, maybe I'd be singing a different tune, because like the little kind of mini dungeons we did, like some of it was kind of cool. There was some kind of cool some cool moments and some interesting interactions I thought were kind of neat. There's cool ideas there. If this is one of those games where like the story is just kind of but the dungeons are like the proper dungeons are where the real meat and potatoes are. Yeah, like sure, that would be much more likely to get and keep my attention. Yeah, it could be pretty cool, but right now it's kind of mediocre. We'll see. We'll see. It is an indie developer. I think I read on their like social media page that I think it's just two people. I think it's two brothers that have worked on this game, and or on their games, that is. One person does the majority of the development, and the other person does the majority of various art assets, so music and visuals, that kind of thing. I don't know what other games they've made, but I know the publisher, they've published a bunch of games. Neon Doctrine, they've published a lot of stuff. But yeah, they did Yuppie Psycho, whole bunch of the other ones. But again, that's the publisher, not the developer. But no, but I'm so glad we got to try it. I'm so glad we got to try it. It was the kind of game where when I saw it, I was like, this looks like the kind of thing I usually enjoy. And it is. It reminded me a little bit of the other kind of weird action RPG we played about a month or so ago called Bygone Dreams. I would say if anybody listening in or watching in liked the idea of this game but wants something that is more out there, is more experimental, is weirder, and in some ways has like a... I think Bygone Dreams, the thing with that game is the narrative is a lot lighter. This game was a lot more narrative heavy, a lot more story heavy. Bygone Dreams was a little bit lighter on the story, so the story a little bit disjointed, but it's not as big of a focus. The focus is on exploring and leveling up your gear and like and exploring the like all the different worlds, which are wildly different from each other. So if you like the idea of something kind of like what this game is going for, but something way more out there, Bygone Dreams is what I'd recommend. I got the link right there. So yeah, the boss battle. Yeah, exactly. There's probably some boss battles. Like, that'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool. How do you contact the devs? That's a good question. I do know that they do have social media. I don't know if they have one they prefer. As I think they're on Instagram, they're on Twitter, and they're on Blue Sky. The devs' names are here. I'll link the name or their what's it called? I'll link their Twitter page, if nothing else. But the name of the developer is Marslit. Marslit Games. As in, like, yo, we're on Mars and it's lit, baby. We're getting litty up here. So here's their Twitter page. And yeah, it doesn't say there. Yeah, I don't know where I read that. I read that somewhere that it's like a pretty small development team. And again, usually in cases like that, usually it's not just truly two people. Usually, you know, they like will maybe bring on someone else on a consultation basis or a contractor or something like that to help with this one programming aspect or this one part of the music or this one art thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's entirely all done in-house. But no, it's fine. No, it's good. I mean, that's the thing too. Considering that it's a small development project, you know, any biting criticism I might have it is maybe like the bite is a little bit dulled when considered that it's a small developer, and I know they've made other games. I think this is their first Steam release. But anyway, yeah. Oh, you had ads, Ren? Oh, that's a shame. Sorry, it was throwing ads at you. I didn't think you shouldn't be seeing mid-roll ads. You shouldn't be seeing mid-roll ads, like ads during the stream. I should have just when set to be pre-roll only. So anyway, what I was saying was that yeah, I got the Twitter link right there in the chat there. Here it is one more time. They're on multiple places. They're on Instagram, they're on Blue Sky, but they're also on Twitter. So I don't know if they have one they prefer as far as like reaching out to the devs. But and yeah, I can't remember where I read in one of them that it was a 2-person development team primarily. But no, I was just saying how yeah, maybe try shooting them a DM. You never know. You never know, you might get something back from them. But yeah, no, I was just saying that, like, yeah, considering the criticism that we're all, kind of agreeing upon for this game, keeping in mind that it's a very small development team, primarily just 2 people, which is pretty impressive. So, like I was saying, like any biting criticism does feel dulled a little bit when considering this is a thing that mostly 2 people, presumably mostly by themselves, knocked out, which is pretty impressive. We were talking earlier how, like, any game being finished or being made playable is a goddamn miracle. So I can't be too critical. Also, I kind of noticed they did like and retweet my announcement page, or what am I trying to say, post, because I did tag them in the go live post. So hopefully if they happen upon this footage of this stream and they're hearing my words right now, hopefully none of this sounds mean spirited. Hopefully this is constructive. But because yeah, again, I'm just some fucking guy. Like, what the fuck do I know about game development, right? Like, it's easy to sit here and be like, well, you see, this one thing was underwhelming, when in the reality, it's like, this shit is hard. Game development's fucking hard. But anyway, no, it was still good. I'm glad we got to try it out. Shout out to Daredrop for getting the campaign for this one, which is nice of them. I think there's a couple other games by Neon Doctrine, the game's publisher, that they will soon have on their... Actually, they might already have them. I think there's like a demo for one of the Lost Castle games. A couple things. Anyway, as far as tomorrow goes, so tomorrow I'm getting vaxxed up. I'm getting my flu shot and my COVID shot. So depending on how I feel, if any of you have ever gotten the flu shot, or I'm sure a lot of us have gotten the COVID shot, you probably know that like sometimes, like sometime after you get one of those vaccines, you get like a little mini flu, like a little mini fever for like a few hours maybe. So we'll see how tomorrow goes. Like if I'm kind of feeling kind of gross, then I'll just postpone tomorrow's stream and stream Thursday instead. Probably no stream Friday. I got tabletop games on Friday with the homies. We got tabletop games, Cyberpunk Red with the homies on Friday night, so probably no stream Friday, but I should be able to stream Thursday, and yeah, we'll see about tomorrow. I might switch a couple things around schedule wise. Got some fun things planned for this week, or later this week, and some fun things for this weekend in particular. Hoping to get back to games with the boys, with Alias and Krath and Shake. Because like I said, I was part of the problem for why we didn't get to do games. It was all my fault. I'm sorry. I'm the problem. It's me. It actually kind of worked out because I know Shake said he was doing family stuff and Krath was busy. So if there was ever a time for me to be unavailable, I guess Sunday was a pretty good one. But I'm definitely looking forward to getting back with the boys. Maybe some more Dens Champions. Maybe some EDF. Maybe some EDF. That's still in the back of my mind. It's like, oh baby, some Earth Defense Wars. Oh mama. Is there anybody else streaming this game right now? I'm just kind of curious. I'll be impressed, but not horribly surprised, because again, there's got that Daredrop campaign. Yeah, any games existing are miraculous. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, take the day off. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. I never like force myself to stream. If I'm ever not feeling it, or if I'm feeling sick, or yeah, just not there. If I'm tired, or if I'm blah blah blah. No, I never force it. I'm never like, oh, I have to. Bleh. Poor Alex, I have to stream. I have to play video games. I need all the sympathy. I enjoy streaming. It's one of my favorite hobbies. It's also like the only way I really play games nowadays. I don't really play games off stream very much. So the nice things about streaming is that it's like an absolute way You get me to get my ass to play a video game. Ooh, Black Channel's playing. No, I'm not human. This game looks fucking wild. This game looks fucking wild. This game looks like some real Uncanny Valley shit. Like, it's Uncanny Valley the game. Like, I think the whole deal is like you're trying to discern this person knocking on my door asking for help. Why do they have like that many teeth? Why is their mouth that wide when they smile? Why do they have 6 fingers? It's like there's some weird shit with this game. This game just came out. It looks fantastic. I've not played it obviously, but I've had my eye on it. It looks fucking wild. Our boy Black Channel's playing it. We actually got to raid Black. Well, no, we raided just a po' boy who was playing games with Black Channel a couple days ago. So yeah, so we're gonna raid Black Channel. This guy's great. This guy's dude. He's a cool dude. Alias was yeah. So it worked out. It worked out then. There's the Helldiver stuff. Oh my god, so many good games to play, man. So many good games. Too many good games. We got the Kirby burger, the Kerr burger. I'll tell you, before we do raid a Black Channel, I'll show you this. I'll share this much with you. It's not just a Kerr burger. Not just a Kerr burger. It is a Kirby Cafe Kerr burger. So myself and my wife and 2 of our closest friends went to Japan for 3 weeks. We were gone the majority of July. And we went to the Kirby Cafe in Tokyo, obviously. Oh wait, no, the Kirby Cafe, was that Tokyo or was it Osaka? It was by the Skytree, so it was Tokyo, yeah. Yeah, so we went to the Kirby Cafe, we did the Pokemon Cafe. The Pokemon Cafe we walked through Fushimi Inari with the 1,000+ torii gates. We went to Akihabara, we went to Kyoto, we did the Nintendo Museum. We hit that shit hard. We did a lot of great stuff. It was a fantastic time. And one of my many fun little potential things we have as like little microphone charms, some of which include some of my souvenirs from the trip. For instance, we got Narita Airport Pikachu. The Narita Airport, that's why it's got the NRT down there. Narita Airport Pikachu. It's there's a Pokemon store in the airport, and they have exclusive merchandise you can only buy there at the Narita Airport. So we got this. Got Captain Pikachu. Your captain speaking. Captain Pikachu. He flew the plane home for us. No, he didn't. I think it was a human. It was not a Pikachu, unfortunately. But yeah, all kinds of good stuff. So yeah, I always love talking about the Japan trip. It's dangerous to get me talking about Japan. I won't shut the fuck up. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the raid to make sure I get my ass to bed before 7 a.m. like a weird late night degenerate. But no, I love talking about the trip. It was such a fantastic time, and it's still fairly fresh in my memory because again, it was the majority of the month of July. Yeah, it was a fantastic. It was my favorite vacation I've ever taken, and I don't know if I'm ever gonna beat that again because the bar's been set high. Needless to say, it was fantastic. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you to Alias for that very generous raid, hanging out with us as we play a bit of a non-standard kind of game. I say non-standard, I mean. This is the kind of game I usually do kind of reach towards, the kind of game I gravitate towards. A shame that they can't all be singers, as they say, but still had a fun time. And like I said, looking forward to some games with Alias and Krath and Shake, our general Sunday squad, this coming Sunday, if all goes according to plan. My socials page is in the chat. It has all of my links, has my social media, has my additional YouTube channel, has my main YouTube channel and my secondary YouTube channel. Main one has my is what I multi-stream to. Also has some older videos, has my shorts that I upload, the shorts that you watch, not the ones that you wear. My secondary YouTube channel is my archive channel, so it's where all long form stream content gets uploaded to be evergreen and permanently available, because as we all know, the Twitch VODs expire after, I want to say 1 month, 3 months, something like that. So if you upload to like like some kind of secondary YouTube channel, then they can remain online long after the VOD has expired. We got TikTok, we got Blue Sky, fucking Twitter, Instagram, we got all that shit. And again, I do multi-stream. I do multi-stream to TikTok and YouTube and Facebook and Trovo and a couple of places, but of course Twitch is the main one. So if nothing else, if you can only follow me one place, I recommend follow me there. And we'll do some more games, maybe tomorrow, most likely Thursday, and for surezies, Saturday, Sunday. Some Killing Floor 3, by the way. Killing Floor 3 on Sunday, I'm looking forward to, or I'm sorry, Saturday. Killing Floor 3 on Saturday, I'm looking forward to that one. A couple of the games I'm kind of tracking for like when I will stream them. It will depend on just kind of my general availability for the rest of this week. But yeah, planning on doing some Killing Floor 3 Saturday night. Got a review key for that one. I'm excited for that one. And then games with the homies on Sunday, the co-op homies. That's it for the night. I'll see you guys around. We're going to raid Black Channel. Again, playing a cool and very weird looking horror game. We've raided him before. A great dude. Very fun guy. Very, very charismatic. Very interactive with his chat. And does a lot of cool indie horror games. So if indie horror is your thing, then you're in for a treat. I'll see you guys around. Have a great night, everyone. And I'll see you on the flippy dippy. Good night, guys.